then.
No, I pretty much understand how the game works. It's not that hard. I mostly play Pathfinder First Edition and Delta Green, but
Right. Okay. Compared to that, yes, it's a light game.
Yeah, it's a super light game.
yeah.
That's okay. That's the case. I feel much more relaxed and at ease now.
All right, and we are live with RPPR Patreon for the December 12th game, Red Markets, the next great American undertaking. So first off, let's go ahead and everybody go ahead and introduce yourselves, your characters, kind of basic character concept, whatever you want the other players to know about it real quick.
Cool.
So my username on RPPR, my username in RPPR is JJ1. My character's name is Smoke. It's short for Smoke on the Water. He likes country music a lot, so he kind of liked that song. It kind of represents his soul because he is a latent. It's very apparent. You can tell it, and so yeah, that's about all. He's a very grumpy guy.
Okay, fair enough. Next up, we got Joseph.
I am doctor, undertaker, prescriber of medical things, McStuffins. If you need any help, I'm here to help you, but you better know that, the reason why you came to me is because I have skills.
Nice.
That you don't. My medical opinion is better right now.
Awesome. Next up, we got Dan K.
I'm Dan K. I'm playing Blackbird. He has too much stuff. His weak spot is head in the clouds. What? Oh, and his soft spot is waste not, want not. There's probably a drone following him.
Only probably.
He can
awesome.
neither confirm nor deny.
Fair enough. And last up, we got Will.
Hi. My character is BuzzFeed. He's a negotiator. He is a reporter who went into the loss to cover into the crash to cover the crash, but and get where the action is. Got bitten, turned latent, and there's no getting out of the loss after that. So now he's covering things from from the ground still, and he films things with his Ubix specs and sends it back over to the recession. And his weak spot is too curious. His soft spot is exposing the truth, and his tough spot is that he's latent.
All right. Awesome.
Should I list out my spots?
If you want to. Yeah, go ahead.
Weak spot I sort of covered. You need me more than I need you. Soft spot is the Hippocratic Oath, and tough spot is immune.
Do we know that you're immune, or do you keep that to yourself? Because you can sell immune people for buku bucks if the job goes sideways.
Yeah, that could change the way this game runs.
Yeah, no, that's doctor confidentiality.
Yeah, right.
Doctor confidentiality.
Yeah.
I am myself my own doctor, and my doctor and me say that that's confidential.
I mean, obviously, as latent, we probably have reasons to want an immune doctor around, right? Keep the secret, but yeah. It's a good thing for everyone to know, because I desperately want to play in a game where we sell the immune person.
Hey, what are you doing? Let me down.
Funnily enough, the first game of second technically game of Red Markets I ever ran was Gen Con 2018, and that almost happened when they discovered Doc McStuffins was immune, because the job went tits up real fast, and they were just like, I think we just saw. And funnily enough, it was a group of 5 cats, and then like one dude by himself. And the dude by himself was McStuffins. So it's like these 5 guys that he's never met before in his life who are all like best friends who road trip together to the con, are all discussing what to do with him. But fortunately, the guy who was playing the negotiator, let this into the spot for I can't remember what the name of the pre-gen negotiator is, but yeah, he just left him. What's that?
Loman,
yes, Loman. He just left in between all of them and just brandished his bat, and he's just like, nope, he's our doctor, and we're gonna protect him. It was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. By the end of the job, they really regretted not just taking him and selling him. They lost one guy turned Vector. I let him play the Vector and chase them around. 2 more were lost to an Aberrant. Yeah, and the 3 that made it out were all fucked up.
So a normal game.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, but it is 7 years post crash. By whatever means of each of your individual characters, you have found yourself in the inhospitable mountains of Arizona to the north of Phoenix. About I think it's about a half hour to an hour's drive up there. It's a former Wild West Hollywood studio town, like back in the 30s to up into like the 60s, 70s. Like Hollywood actually buy, tracts of land in Nevada and Utah and Arizona, and they would just build, towns there, for sets for westerns, and they just kind of reuse them, which is why if you squint at like kind of Silver Age westerns, like the towns all kind of have a very similar layout because a lot of them were basically the same place. The town died with the western. Kind of just turned into a real ghost town rather than just a play one, until a couple of failed actors, or actor and actress, husband and wife couple, the McNultys, decided to reinvent themselves and try and take their acting and their craft and those of their peer group and friends, to greener pastures than the scummery of LA. So they bought the town and upconverted it into a living attraction, kind of one part theme park, one part history lesson. Well, history quotes, big air quotes. And yeah, they actually turned it into quite a bit of a raging success. It didn't sit well with the Yavapai Apache tribe, however, as the town is basically butted up right next to the boundary between the tribal reservation and Arizona state property. And after a while of observing kind of the the kind of history that was being taught, the tribe kind of had enough of it and decided to troll a little bit. So they built a really gaudy, bare minimum water park, basically right across the boundary line. On the same road from the town. So you go from like people in more or less period costumes, with real life blacksmiths and glass blowers and all that kind of thing. And then, you've got, flashing neon and, just the brightest paints you could buy, water slides and squealing children. But this antagonization proved to be quite useful to both entities, as following the crash, the tribe lost the first attempt at an enclave before anyone knew what enclaves were, which was the main casino they had on the tribal reservations. It fell, and they were forced to kind of fall back, find a fallback position. And due to the fact that between Arizona's pretty generous gun laws and the nature of wanting to have this town be an air quotes living Wild West town. The ghost town, which is called Rattlers Arroyo, was pretty well thriving as far as defensive capabilities, as they could since most of them were carrying older late 19th century firearms, revolvers, and lever rifles, so on and so forth. Pretty easy to cast their own ammunition and keep reloading them. So yeah, they were able to keep the zombies out, and desert being a difficult place already to live in, the tribe was more than willing to exchange the use of water filtration equipment at the water park in lieu for, some protection. And thus the water hole was born. So this is where we all pick up. So yeah, where are you all meeting? There's several major areas to the town. You have Main Street, which is kind of the ghost town element of it, which has things like a saloon, all of the old attractions, blacksmith, et cetera, as well as the mayor's office, where Isabel McNulty, who has survived her husband to become the sole kind of owner, controlling stake in the town, the mayor resides. Up in the mountains to the northwest is some old pueblos, which the Yavapai Apache reservation moved their people into. And then there's also the old actors trailers, which is where the Layton community is housed. And, since 50% of your crew are Laytons, I'm sure you all are quite used to that area. So yeah, where do you guys want to meet up at?
you say we start in a tavern, that's it.
It'd be a saloon, surely.
It is a saloon. That is correct. They do allow the latents into the saloon. They have come up with a system of plastic cupware for the latents so that the latents can safely drink.
Where are the job postings at? Like right in front of town hall?
Well, that's up to you. You guys are going to be rolling networking checks to basically define who you were. You eavesdropping? Were you chatting? Did you pull it? Yeah. Did you pull a paper off of the town hall notice board? Like that's up to you.
You can use other skills, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Okay, if you wish. Networking is the traditional one, but I'm a pretty open GM. I like people getting invested in it. If you listen to the campaign involving this enclave, you'll know Aaron used criminality exclusively to get his job information.
Yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, you have 3 jobs available. There's 3 bits of information available. So. Dan or Blaze, one of you two want to go first? Just kind of show.
I'm going to go ahead and use scavenging because that's what he's mostly doing.
Awesome.
What he's mostly doing.
All right, go for it.
All right, see if the die roller's living today.
It's worked good so
far.
far.
That is an 8/7.
8/7. All right. So yeah, for Joseph. So you saw 2 dice. The one on the left will be your dice, the black dice. You add your skill points to it, which obviously Dan has a 3 in, so that allowed him to succeed. If you tie it up, ties go to the market, so you lose. And if you rolled the same number, so let's say Dan had rolled 2 5s, that's a crit, but unfortunately, since it's an odd number, that's a crit failure. So yeah, that would be.
Even's crit success. You probably won't see those, so.
Yeah.
Yes, those are great to see.
So in the instance of, say, the roll which I made earlier to test the die roller, and I was rolling for my doctor profession to do a medical check, I would have failed that brilliantly.
Oh yeah. Because how much do you have in first aid?
I have 3.
3? So yeah, 4 under 8. Yep, not gonna do it. Not at all.
If you have a med kit, you have to spend beforehand, but it does add to the roll, but not the healing.
Okay.
Correct.
You can also spend will to flip the dice around, so you would have
rolled.
rolled.
Was me doctoring my lunch.
But yeah, so yeah, Jay traded Joseph. So yeah, at the bottom of the character sheet of your stats, you'll see one box that says will, and probably only have like 1 point in it since you guys are pretty good. Yeah. So that's your get out of fuck up free card. So you can spend that to upgrade a success to a crit success, flip a failure to a success, as Will was telling you, or you can get out of a crit failure and just make it a normal failure, regardless of what that is. But yes, so back to Dan. Since you have succeeded, jobs 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you want? What piece of information would you like about them?
It's best to begin at the beginning, so we'll go with 1.
All right.
What is it?
Job 1. What is it? Well, as you're digging around, where were you scavenging? Like, what were you looking for at that time?
The right place, obviously. He's a tough spot scavenger. He looks at stuff and finds things he can use.
So you're probably going through. You're probably going through. Basically the dumping yard of old kit. Would you stumbled across a transmitter, and as you picked it up, you hear a voice speak out of it. This is Agent Lynch. I am broadcasting to whoever recovers this on behalf of the DHQS, and I have a job proposition for you. I am in need of a recovery specialist to find and bring me back some of my property. You can contact me at any rattles off a string of code that if you enter into a website, will net you into a DHQS, private, secret squirrel instant messenger line.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's your first job. It's called Your Nation Calls.
I threw it in the chat.
Awesome.
Yep.
J-Trade, you want to go next?
Yep. All right. So since you said you're going to use skills as kind of flexible, I have no networking at all.
All right.
So could I use
Stop
awareness?
Yeah, you can totally use awareness. Eavesdropping,
All right,
as we
so
like to call
the
it.
scene with, yep. Right. So the scene is I'm at school because I do have an adopted daughter as one of my dependents, and she is
Okay.
not a latent, so she's behind heavy duty plastic, and she's showing me what she made, like drawing she did for the day or whatnot. We'll say she's like 8.
Okay.
And while I'm going, yes, that's okay, dear. I'm overhearing other people talking about possible jobs in the area.
All right. So you want to find out a different job?
Yeah, number 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go for it. Give me the throat.
Yep. 12 over 6. I just use dice on my tablet, or not on the roller. I use my physical dice.
Okay. All right. Yeah. With the 12 over 6. Yeah. You do hear. In fact, yeah. You hear. You see. Kind of one of the more oddities of the town. There's a small collection of people, a tribe, if you will,
Uh-huh.
that refer to themselves as the Crystal Gazers, and they are excitedly whispering back and forth amongst themselves about, well, we've got, this is it. Like, everything Solaire's got set up for us. Like, now's the time. Now's the time to make the big move. If we can get, we just need some bulldozers, right? Maybe a cement mixer truck, and that's it. Like, we're gonna own not just the town, but this whole half of this whole part of the country, and we're gonna be the saviors it needs, not that it deserves, but that it needs. Yeah. So yeah, no, they're prattling back and forth to each other. So yeah, the Crystal Gazers want people to need some earth moving equipment. And the job is called the Next Great American Undertaking. So if you're wondering where the title of this session came from, it would be this job.
It doesn't. I can't believe you didn't call it operate heavy machinery.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But there's not a stat for that.
Of course there is. It's a specialty skill you didn't take.
Yeah, very much so. All right then. So yeah. Will, Joseph, you guys know what 2 jobs are. You don't know what they pay. You don't know who your competition is on them, or you can find out what the 3rd job is. What would you all prefer to do?
Well, I only have very weak networking, but
That's fine.
people talk when they're in the doctor's office.
Yep.
Can I try that?
Absolutely. So yeah, what piece of information do you want for this role? Like I said, you know what job 1 and 2 are. You don't know what 3 is, but you don't know what any of the jobs pay or who is going to be trying to do the job and mess with you during negotiations.
Probably just get 3, just so we figure out what our options are.
All right. Okay.
That would have been. That's totally what I want to do, because the money is like the driving thing for our characters, but not for me, the player.
All right then. Yeah. Go ahead and give me the roll.
That's going to be 8 over 7.
8 over 7. All right. With an 8 over 7, yeah, you do hear a very distraught woman has come in, and she is she is beside herself that I don't know where my leash is. Surely the sheriff is going to help. And one of your nurses is like, yeah, I've already heard the sheriff and the marshal are both they're gathering up posses as we speak. I'm sure we'll find Misha and Andres. Like, now just sit back. We need to get you calmed down. You've been out in the sun a little too much, acting hysterical. You don't want heat stroke, not in this world. So yeah. Apparently the sheriff is looking for a few people to go track down some missing persons. The job is called "And the ATV Wandered Away." 3 will points.
All right, guys. Does anyone feel particularly interested in one of these jobs? Because
I'm interested in having one of these jobs. Yes. Sorry.
I'll take the nation calls because that sounds like something that would motivate my soft spot.
Okay. So you wanna go work for the DHQS and go recover something. All right.
Who's that? Which soft spot is that? Sorry,
I didn't say what my soft spot was.
Yeah.
But my soft spot is the protect the next generation.
Okay, cool. I'm just It gives me a feel for how naive you are about the DHQS.
I would question associating those two things, but it's perfect.
But I think that's perfectly in character, right? Someone who
Yeah.
believes that the DHQS might have the best interests of the next generation at heart. Cool, I will go for that. I will use my research to poke into, my old journalistic contacts and my files on like DHQS operations and things around here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, burn a charge off your Ubix, and yeah, give me the roll.
Yeah.
Well, what are you trying to find out?
Oh, that's a crit.
Crit success. All right, I'll give you the money, and I'll give you your competition too. Why not?
There you go.
I don't want the money. I want what the requirement is and what the competition is. I think those
The
are two.
requirement.
Yeah, what the specific requirement. What will a specific contract require? Like,
Okay.
I think he actually gave that to us. What he said.
Oh,
It's
wow,
like,
generosity. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
it's a recovery. We don't know what.
Yeah.
Until we get
You're gonna go recover something for DHQS that they lost. So yeah. It's a snatch and grab.
So go with the equilibrium and the competition.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
everything.
All right. So job plays black 3, red 8. So you're getting paid 11 bounties starting out on the job.
Okay.
Your competition is the Black Sweat. Black Sweat is a all latent taker group made up entirely of former YA tribal members who were outcasts once infected. So they're trying to gather up enough bounty to basically start their own tribe of latents and kind of build their own reservation.
The Black Sweat is like their sweat lodge, right? Like,
Basically,
that's cool.
yeah.
They've clearly tried to recruit me and Smoke a number of times.
So yeah, you know everything for your nation calls, and then you know what you're doing for the other two. So yeah, you going in with what you know, or you're gonna gamble on something else.
11 bounties, that's a pretty good starting point, to be honest.
It is.
That's totally fine.
It is a good start point.
And I need to know the truth of what the DHQS wants, right? This is my chance to make a big story. To take down President Hunter's sick regime.
I like it. I like it.
I know, I'm at my full will, so I can't try and play that up for Will's point.
Well, that's not true. You can go above your will. You just don't keep session.
That's just cheesy, anyways.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's not necessarily putting your.
I'm not really advocating.
Yet.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you'll get your chance there, Buzz.
Oh yes, I will be using it later on, definitely.
All right, so yeah, you taking the code Blackbird gave you, and going to the website, making contact.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps even my investigations have not gone unnoticed, and they get in touch with me.
Okay.
Does that sound? I just like
I'm game with that. Yeah. You're as you're walking down Main Street, all of a sudden your Ubix specs just start just like rattling on your head.
I look, I blink up the thing, I see the call coming in, and I quickly splash my face with some water and then turn on my specs and look in a mirror.
You see a perfectly average American Caucasian male looking back at you in every possible way. I mean, if there was a Hollywood casting call for a 1960s businessman, a background character in Mad Men or something like that, this is him. I mean, suit, tie, bland, perfectly cropped haircut, non-offensive haircut. The works. Just staring back at you, and he says, hello. I believe you go by the call sign BuzzFeed. Your actual name is, and he rattles off your real name.
Arthur Blake, yes.
Yes.
Formerly of the BBC, here to help. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, what you could do for me is you could stop poking around, asking, your old contacts to. I have enough shit to deal with. But I see that you or your crew have shown interest in my recruiting ad. So how about we talk turkey? And
of course,
let's see if we could do some business, you and I.
Of course, that's what we're out here for, after all. Business is the new way of the world, and I'm always interested. So, I understand that there is a job on the you need good men and good men in the Phoenix area, and I have a team of good men.
Outstanding. All right, so Will, go ahead, give me your leadership check. Let's get this open.
I don't think I've ever passed this one. I must keep forgetting that if you press up, it doesn't actually repeat the thing.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a big oof. You want to flip that?
Predictable.
Yeah, you know what? I'll flip it. I think I'm going to get enough chances to engage my spots in this game.
All right. So what will that make that? Flipping it.
That will make it a 10 over 2.
10 over 2. All right. 10 over 2. Taker 1. Boom. Let us begin with round 1. So yeah, Lynch is going to open by reading one of your spots. So yeah, what's I don't give me.
I will use deception to resist. Any of my spots? I mean, I'm a Leighton. I need to know the truth, or I'm too curious.
I like the too curious. We'll go with too curious. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he's going to read your spot, and he's going to jump right in with well, here's the thing. I understand your journalistic integrity, despite the complications it's caused you, and what life you will have left to live in your current state. Tends to feed quite strongly. But for what you claim to having good men, I just don't know if I can count on you to be discreet for this job, which is really what it requires. Yeah. So,
listen. What I'm going to use deception. I'll roll it to see how badly I.
Oh, wait a second.
Well, deception.
You just found your spot this time, right? So you're not.
Yeah, I just found it. I'm not playing your spot, so right. You don't need to roll deception if it's.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah. You could just push back with persuasion or what have you.
I will push back with with persuasion, because you guys can do the sensitivity and stuff, can't you? So I will push back with persuasion, and I will say we've got the only trained medic for miles around. That's a 10 versus 10, so that's a fail. Ties go to the market.
Yes, it is. All right.
You don't sell me well.
We have McStuffins. That is his real name.
You watch his one corner of his mouth curl up a bit and see. Yes, we're aware of the veterinarian who calls himself McStuffins and his practices. All right, so yeah, market pushes down. You guys sit put. So.
They were peddling before.
You guys are at buyer's market. The market has come down to 100% markup. So, but the good news is, since you won, you do get to know how many rounds you have, and you have 5 rounds. So you'll have plenty of opportunity to push back. Speaking of which, who would like to make the first scam to help BuzzFeed out? Dan, you want to take this just again to kind of show the rookies?
Sure. All right, we're going to find a spot here on this guy.
Outstanding.
I mean, other than the obvious one of, wow, you obviously are a cyborg from the 50s. But
so which spot would you like to try and recover?
Oh, let's find out his soft spot. Maybe there's some humanity in there. I doubt it, but there could be.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm gonna go with awareness to find this one.
You want to? Yeah, awareness is actually a great one. Awareness would actually be a great one. Yeah.
Okay, that works. So watching if anyone else is called in, all that sort of thing. Is he local? I guess not, but
funny thing. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give you guys all this, since this is later on into the campaign structure that this came from. Yes, he is local because he runs the black site just up the mountains from you guys, which, due to the unsavory experiments being conducted in it, was disturbing the YA Tribal Council. And so takers went up and stumbled across that black site, and now everybody knows there's a DHQ's black site in the mountains up above them.
Which spot is that? Is tough? Or
This will be
weak?
his soft. Yeah, Dan, did you roll? Sorry,
I was thinking I should have rolled that. Fortunately, I succeeded.
Adam finally.
Solidly. That's a 10 over 6.
Yeah, 10 over 6. Oh yeah, you find his soft spot all right. Awareness as you've kind of been listening around to people who've had to go up to the black site since it's known like they started kind of outsourcing supplies and stuff as they were not a high priority black site, we'll say. So like they didn't exactly get the constant stream of drones bringing in steak and caviar and whatnot. He is pathological, but people noticed that there is an innate sense of duty about this guy. I mean, they aren't entirely sure what that sense of duty is directed towards, or if it's even respectable, but he certainly has a methodological dedication to his job. So yeah, if you show that a similar type of dedication to duty for something, you might just get into his good graces. His soft spot is called "Just Doing My Job."
Okay. That's a great one to have, I think. So,
Awesome.
What's he doing next round?
So next round he'll be pushing on your Too Curious. So now would be the time to deceive to try and resist that push. As he says, as he kind of leads it, he's like, "Look, what I need you to do is go find me a package that is a 6 centimeters by 10 centimeters that weighs less than a kilogram, and bring it back to me. I'm not confident that you could pick that thing up and not want to open it or dick with it or sell it to somebody for the highest bidder or for clicks.
Listen, my friend. What can I call you again? I'm sorry.
You can call me Agent Lynch.
Agent Lynch. I don't know what you think of me out here, but I am a journalist, yes, but I am simply doing my job, and my job is to provide a story. Your job should be surely to make sure that you get to tell me what that story will be. You get ahead of things. I won't need to look. You can tell if you ever want to tell anybody what was in that package. You can just tell me what I would have found if I looked in it, and that's what everyone will know.
Fucking
I am your alibi.
Flawless. Love it. Let's see if the roll holds up to that, because that was flawless.
Well, you know what? I am going to spend a will. On that one.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, that's the right moment for a will.
Jesus.
Oh, it was so good too, man. You crushed that scene. All right, yeah, you negate him playing your spot. So yeah, you guys will push up 2 to him pushing down 1. You guys are now heads up at labor and hazard. So nice, well played. But yeah, you might want to keep your feet on the gas. So next up, Joseph, J-Train, which you guys want to give a crack at this next? So here's the scams you guys can do. The obvious one that'll be the most helpful right now would be trying to find the other spots. So clients have spots just like you guys do. So you can, basically.
What about eliminating competition?
Well, eliminating competition will also be important. You guys will need to do that, especially since you know who the fuck your competition is. That would be a great idea. But if you guys just being honest to new players, bit of a strategery thing. If you guys don't get Will a spot for this round, he'll just be basically pushing back and forth with me, and it's just going to come down to his role, whether or not I push him or you guys stay where you are. And I will be reading him this next round and getting another spot to mess with him on the next round. So, yeah, it's better you guys keep your feet on the gas and get spots first if you don't know the client.
When you read, you don't push.
Yeah.
It's either sensitivity check or a push.
Yeah.
So basically, it's if you get a spot, then we can get more money this round. Like make the most of our opportunity. We can maybe push 2 spaces up, and get right to the top.
I understand.
Okay, and we already got his soft spot, right? Or do you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
weak spot?
Yep. So now you're going after either the weak or the tough spot. And another mechanical thing, the tough spot will always be about the job. So like in a campaign setting, if you're working with the same client multiple times, like you'll always know that once you find the weak and the soft, they pretty much stay the same unless something happens in the story that would necessitate the GM the market changing that. But for the most part, they will always stay the same. The tough spot will always change depending on the job they're offering. So tough spot's always good to get if you want to get, some hints about what you're doing. Versus, getting the weak spot will just be fun because the weak spot will always be a character flaw. So like, yeah, with how good Will did on that last one, like you get him the weak spot. I'm sure he'll have fun with that.
Oh yeah, let's probably go for that. What would the rule be?
Well, with his weak spot, I would give you networking or research.
I got research.
Okay, go ahead and research.
That's going to be a 7/1.
7/1, great. Yeah. So yeah, you do a little bit of poking around yourself. You know people too, and very quickly.
He might call me a veterinary medicine. I went to school.
Well, I'm gonna take a swing and say that one of your old classmates joined the military or the government because, like, you know somebody who knows some stuff about these government workings, and yeah, Agent Lynch, the one assigned out to Arizona, yeah, no, he's a CIA reject. They washed him out over a little snafu involving some Iraqi counterfeiters back during the War on Terror way back when. Yeah, the only reason he's not in the deepest, darkest hole in Fort Leavenworth is because the HQS needs every experienced operative it can get its hands on, regardless of their moral or professional credibility. So, yeah, his persona may be that of a professional spy, but he is ostensibly just a middle manager of a top-secret laboratory. So, yeah, his weak spot is secret agent, man.
Okay.
So yeah, well, you can attempt to provoke him, or
Yeah, no, I'm going
or
to.
you could, depending on how you want to play that, you could just poke fun at him or sympathize maybe a bit, up to you how you
Well,
want to.
no, I'm leaning heavier on this angle.
Okay,
What I'm saying is that, listen, I know you might have your doubts, but think back to what was it? The War on Terror, right, in Iraq? Everyone hates that. No, even to this day, even after the crash and the loss, everyone still talks about that. They just needed to get ahead of the story, right? People didn't understand what really happened there and why they really did it. But you never got to tell some of those people never got to tell their story, right?
He pulls up, it wouldn't be maybe. I mean, it's obvious, but not the most super obvious way. Like it's not like he like bristled up or anything, but like everything in him just kind of locked up, like his jaw, his neck muscles, except for that pulsing vein. Like, yeah, you definitely got at him as he kind of squints at you a little bit. So yeah, he's gonna read you for your soft spot. What was that again?
My soft spot is exposing the truth, because I think at some point I have done such stories.
All right. Well, yeah, but good job, you guys. You pushed the hell out of him on that one.
And I've got the perfect idea for resisting that as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I need to roll though to see whether or not.
First up, next scam, because that was he did. That's what he did during that round while you were pushing on him. He read you. So, J-Trade, you're up. Do you want to get the last spot, or do you want to try and go after competition? Because you guys are now pushed up at.
We're at markup and he's at expenses, I think.
Yep, that is correct.
I would. My character's built for athletic stuff, so we'll go after the competition to. How about this? Say I pick I hear that these what are they called? The black sweat are going after this job as well. So I approach one of them and go, "Hey, I heard you're going after this job. How about we arm wrestle for it?"
I love that. All right. So you're doing an athletic check, a physical check. So you need to burn one of your rations. You can burn extra if you wish to give you a bonus. All right.
It's a good job
I'm
you're.
already at a +6 at this. I'm pretty much good.
Okay, all right. Give me the roll then.
This is something to deal with latency.
8
isn't
over
it?
2.
Okay,
Yeah. 8 over 2.
okay. 8 over 2. Yeah,
Down a ration.
yeah.
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 What? +6? Did you say? Did you say?
Yeah,
you
I
had
have
a
an athletics of 3 and a speed of 3. Or is it just athletics?
It's just the athletics, yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
you don't combine them.
No, you don't
No,
combine
no.
them.
Sorry. That's
That's
5
okay.
over 2.
All right.
5 over 2. Either way, I still
Wait,
got
so
it.
did you roll 2 twos? 2 twos? Did you?
Oh,
did you-
shit. Yeah, I did.
All right, that's a crit success.
Yeah, I wasn't
So,
even
yeah.
thinking.
Nice.
How about, well, I
All right.
can
So
use
yeah,
my
so you
narrative?
dealt with your competition. Yeah, for crit success, I'll give you the tough spot too. For
Oh.
walloping that dude. Yeah, as he curses you. He's like, you know what, you can have it. You can have it. You know, I go back out there. I'm not messing with them. So you have fun. As he storms off, holding his arm, cradling his arm.
Well, I was going to say I almost wrenched it out of the socket, but yeah, that works.
So yeah, the tough spot for this job is we don't exist. Lynch runs a black site, keyword being black. No one is supposed to know the DHQS is here, let alone know that they're doing some questionable research. The stress of being secret when no one knows you're about is high. The stress of being secret when everyone knows you're there is immense. So yeah, demonstrating goodwill and keeping the DHQS presence off the forums, moths might know about them. Especially because, you're going to be heading out, out into the tribal reservation. So yeah, doing government black ops on, native land, which I mean, at this point, it's pretty debatable whether that really matters in the day in and day out of trying not to be eaten by living corpses, but nevertheless, yeah, the optics on that, has a long, ugly history that I don't feel like I need to explain. So yeah, if you guys want to,
So what's the tough spot? Like
the tough
summarize
spot is
that?
we don't exist. So like, kind of play it at that. Yeah, no, we're totally low key.
I
yeah.
see. Okay, I know what to do with that. Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, no, yeah. Lynch leans in again, and he's just like, "Look, you've been around the block. You clearly remember how things are, and you know a lot more than you let on. And as I said, I hear you when you tell me that. Yeah, no, you're totally you're my guy for this. But the truth is there's a lot of stuff that happens in the real world, and that stuff never looks good to anyone, especially to civilians. And I know that deep down in your journalist heart, you feel like it's your job to make sure those people know that they should be upset. And I don't know if I need that right now with this particular job.
Lynch, I know that a man such as you does things out of duty and idealism, but I think you've got the wrong idea about journalists, okay? The stories I told, the truth that I tell, I am your guy because I was somebody else's guy before, Lynch. Do you understand? Do you follow? and they don't exist because I never told anyone about them. And what I don't tell people doesn't exist.
Blaze, I gotta say, man, I really kind of want to run a campaign for you with this character. I'm fucking loving him. Yeah, give the role. I love it.
It's complete bullshit.
Oh, I know it's complete bullshit, but I love it.
Oh, son of a bitch. And no more will
So yeah, so not only do you not deceive him, but you're not getting your play. So yeah, he's gonna push you down too.
So we go down one right after that because of the Or is it 2 down now? Actually,
It'd be 2 down because your play doesn't work and your deception didn't work. So so
Sorry,
you're back down
guys.
to hazard and labor.
The dice do not match the talking, apparently.
All right. We'll come back around. Like I said, since it's a one shot, normally the game limits scams per player, but like I said, I want you guys to have fun. It's a one shot. So
we tap a reference maybe instead, like burn for a different resource. You know what I mean? Like, would that work? Maybe. I don't know.
That's. I don't think that really plays here.
Okay, sure.
What could be done, if you want buff to your next roll, is you can have one of your fellow takers can basically just sell me on a roll to give you a +2 bonus to the next round, or you guys can try and raise the price of the job. But you pretty much have handled everything else scam wise. So, Dan, talk with them. Talk with your teammates. Like, what are you guys? What are you feeling?
So I mean, we're down to either boost the price by creating a need that expands the price, or I'm sorry, what was the other thing you mentioned?
Just helping Blaze. So
or you can
you
give
guys
him
just
a
give me a
bonus.
roll to give him a +2 on his next roll.
Or he could use Intimidate to just cut things off if we're where we're going to be.
This is true. Could do that.
Where are we?
You are at hazard and labor.
No, I can't do that because the one thing that is not very intimidating is this journalist.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your negotiator's like.
More importantly, you shouldn't do that because we need to be higher.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, +2 is about as good as we get because have you used all 3 spots?
Yep, he has. That was the last one.
What round are we on?
This will be you're going into 4.
So
we have one more round after that.
2 1 spot, 3 1 spot, 4 will be the 3rd spot. Because he can't play 2 in one round, so he hasn't used all 3.
Then we must be in 4 because you've definitely used.
Weird 4.
Okay, so we're going into 5 then.
Yeah, we're going into 5 then. So this will be the last scam. So you probably.
I guess. I don't know. The way he's been rolling +2 is not bad.
You're not wrong. But regardless of which way it would go at this point, raising the black dice is going to help.
Yeah.
They would amount to the same thing because if we pushed up to hazard pay, it would be like 6 maybe. We could maybe add a bit more. Either way. Raising the price doesn't put the
push it up. Yeah, you're going to get a bounty per taker per leg. Like you said, you might
Actually, wait a minute. If we've used all 3 spots and he's pushing down and we're pushing up, there's nothing to add. We're not going anywhere. So boost the equilibrium.
Yeah.
All right. So who's got an idea to make this job worth more money than the client thinks it is?
I have a idea, though I don't know the full setting and how the rest of the world is. But they were broadcasting that stuff on Signal. Other parties that the DHQS might not want to have this package might be already in play because they were broadcasting that stuff out there, or at least are honing in on it.
So you're thinking about maybe faking another interest in the thing?
Yeah, not like a rival that's going to give to him, but a rival that's going to take from him.
Exactly. Make it more urgent that we got to get out there soon.
So that would be the moths. Yeah, you guys could false flag a moth signal that moths know about it and are going after it. That would freak him out.
Especially if they knew, where he was.
So yeah. How do you guys want to make that play? You guys, do you guys anybody of you got a
you could use
any computer tech skills or mechanics to, just rig up a false radio signal?
I would think deception's the skill that you want.
I am quite deceptive, and I also have 2 moths in my thing. So does that mean I'm part of the moths?
No, that's the pre-gen. The pre-gen taker crew is called the moths, but they're not actually connected with the moths. It's okay. It's a thing. All right, go ahead, give me the deception roll.
Okay.
I will burn one of my Ubix specs to say that he used it earlier to do this stuff.
Okay. So rolling. I'm going to have to use my will to flip that
All
because
right,
my
will
deception
flip.
would bring me up to an 8.
All right.
Technically, you can
Well,
tap
that-
a reference.
Wait, what?
You can tap a reference instead of burning a will because this is not in the negotiation. This
Oh,
is
I have no references. I only have 2 dependents.
no.
Well,
you all have. If you have a child of 2, you have 2 references available. Cost you bounty later.
Yeah, but
Know who they are. Yeah.
just to throw it out there, if you tap the reference, you get 6 bounty. You're going to add to the job price. If you flipped it with your will, you get 9.
Ooh.
And technically,
Also-
you get 5 because it's the black dice that is added. It's the player's black dice. He rolled a 6 over 9.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
had 9
that
over
makes
6.
sense.
Yeah. So he'd get a +9 to the black dice for over a +6 for and
Right.
technically it'd be a 5 because the reference would cost a bounty.
No, that comes out of his money. But yeah,
Yeah, it does, but
Hey,
yeah,
I got to
yeah,
care for
flip
those 2 dependents.
you're not going to need that will later. It's fine.
yeah.
yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well done. Lynch panics. Yeah. You guys come up 9.
Okay.
So that'll bring you up to black 12, red 8. So you guys are at 20 bounty for the job rather than 11. So yeah. Yeah. Blaze. Make your
Okay.
last leadership check. Yeah. Closing argument. Here we go.
Closing argument. Okay. Leadership. Listen. The way I found out about this, I can keep this job secret. I can make sure that if it does go public, that you tell whatever story you want. I've said all this before, but the thing is that this job is going to go public because I didn't hear this from you, right? I was looking for this job. Where do you think I heard it from? People are talking already, Agent Lynch.
Nice.
Whew, finally.
And he crushes it. All right. So you guys go up to hazard. Well
Finally.
done. Negotiation end. Whoops. Yeah, I need to put. Yeah. Shut up. Stupid system.
I apologize for all the failures, guys.
Oh no, that's expected. Good job. It's not economic horror if it's not economic horror.
I haven't felt tense about negotiations in RPG ever. This is awesome.
It's my favorite. Well, I think it's my single favorite part of Red Markets is the negotiation stuff.
It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Yeah, Lynch.
You don't need that willpower at all, Buzz.
What was that, J-Train?
I said Buzz, you won't need that willpower at all.
Well, no, he's the negotiator. Now his job is to sit at the back of the line and cheer you guys on while you guys go out.
I also don't need it either. I'm the doctor. I'm supposed to,
Oh yeah, no, I
guys
totally
do
forgot you
everything
spent
first.
yours too, didn't you?
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be out in the front lines. I'm over here waiting. It's like, did you guys get hurt? Okay, fine. Time to waste the medical supplies again.
Yeah.
I wish
Lynch
I would
kinda-
respond. What? Is there something? What? Hidden in the clouds. Yeah.
You're missing an arm. Stop moving.
Yeah, but look at that bird.
So how much bounty are we on after all of that? Then?
After all that, 20 bounty for your black and red. There are 2 legs. There are 4 of you, so that's an additional 8 bounty. So you made 28 bounty total.
And we also have our cruise breakpoint added to the price, right?
Nope, that's 100% markup to get breakpoint. No, you're right. My bad. Yes,
Yeah.
100. Yes, you do get the breakpoint taken care of. So yeah.
So we can just do that at the end, like we'll just say what our breakpoints are. And
Well, it's not even necessary. You could just ignore it because you got that money.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
like,
it's not-
yeah, we don't even have to do the upkeep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good point.
I mean, if you want to keep GMing for us in a campaign, that's totally fine by us. But
I mean, yeah,
When I leave all my dependents and reference, screw off, and I just have all the money at the end.
All right. Yeah, Lynch kind of nods. He says, "All right, you're right." And I've gotten some word that a particular supervisor of mine is getting a little sweaty about this. So yeah, all right. Your Ubix specs just like go haywire on you for a second, BuzzFeed, and then yeah, no, you're not in control of the things anymore. As your screen starts kind of flickering, and then you got a map of Arizona, a sat map. It zooms in, and it zooms in into the Yavapai Apache Tribal Reservation until it locks onto a grid coordinate. And he says, "That is a United States government Dolphin helicopter. It's not military, so it shouldn't have drawn any real attention other than being a helicopter, and yet it was shot down. Inside of that helicopter is a lockbox. Inside of that lockbox is an encryption key. I want my key back, BuzzFeed. Here's the code to get you into the lockbox. There's nothing else of value inside of it. You're welcome to pick through it if you have the time. I don't care. I want that encryption key. You put it in my hand. You get your bounty. And because I'm a nice guy, I'll even throw in a good word for you with the government. All right?
I always wanted to serve, well, if not my country, then somebody else's.
Excellent. I assume this will be taken care of in a timely manner, yes?
Top of my priority. I know all about deadlines.
Outstanding. Goodbye.
As I leave, I'm wondering what kind of an idiot flies a helicopter across the loss and doesn't expect it to get shot down.
That kind.
To be fair, it is a medevac helicopter, so
It's a loss. We were all declared dead 7 years ago.
It's a medevac helicopter?
I linked it in the chat.
Yeah.
It's a Coast Guard helicopter style thing.
I wonder if there's any morphine still good in it.
Yeah, this one would be more of a governmental one than a Coast Guard, but yep, nope, that's it. Yep, that's a Dolphin.
Bright Orange.
They're very fast. That's one of the reasons they like them so much. It's a very fast helicopter. So yeah, now would be the time if you guys want to do workup. You know how many legs you got, so gave that away with the price, so you don't need to research for that one. But yeah, if you guys want to look into anything about the job site itself, if you want to try and poke around and try and figure out your complication,
If
anything
someone
like
could
that.
dig up the manual on how to fly the thing or repair the thing, that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
I think you're the scavenger, aren't you, Dan?
Oh yeah, but I don't have research.
I have research. I can assist.
All right.
Actually, here's another question: does anyone have a mechanics toolkit? Because again, I don't have that.
But none of us have a profession helicopter pilot. Would be
Hey,
no
drop
problem with
pilot's
that.
close.
Yeah, we can learn. We can learn.
Last words.
There's this game on Coney Island I tried. It worked out
I
fine.
love it.
If I actually try and fly it because of soft spot, waste not, want not, I get a will for it. I'll die, but it's
Yeah.
Well, with the will point, you might not.
that's true. That's true.
I'm not getting in that helicopter.
Gosh. Well, maybe we can grab the edge of them.
Yeah.
Dan, I will give you a scavenge check to try and find an unupgraded mechanics
Cool.
kit.
All right.
I will give you that. I love this.
What am I
will
looking
absolutely
for?
give you that. Scavenge. If you want to get your mechanics kit.
Oh yeah. Actually, I figured I could just do that at the moment, but sure, why not?
Okay. Well, yeah. If you got a better idea for what you want for your job work, I'm just
Yeah, what? When we get there, what I need, what tools I need, I'll scavenge up. That
Okay. All right.
because it's been years since I wrote this up, but that was the plan.
Nice. I like it. Joseph, do you want to do a research, try and figure out if you find blueprints on a
Well, yeah, I want to know what could possibly be in there on a base one, so that I know, okay, I can stock up this in the wonderful squalor that I call a hospital.
And also, where would the box be in the thing?
Oh yeah.
And is it brightly colored?
Hopefully, it doesn't have a radioactive symbol on it.
That's fine. Radioactive's good. Makes it
So I
fine.
research.
Yep.
Ooh, that's going to be 12/8.
Yeah, with a 12/8. Yeah, no, you absolutely can find a full updated year before the crash schematic on what these birds were being retrofitted like at this point at the point before the crash happened.
Somebody used it to patch a hole in a ceiling. It's now mine. We don't get rain here. It's not going to matter.
So, do we know anything about where it is? Is this on someone's territory? Are we going through someone's territory?
It's in the reservation, and the tribal council abandoned the reservation. So that's what you get into it. If you want to network or
find out why they abandoned
references, whatever. Yeah, you can find out a little bit more about the reservation life or what the hell the situation was. All right, yeah, go for it.
Why not? What could go wrong? There's a list. But, hang on.
Everything.
That is a 5/3, so networking succeeds.
All right, yeah. So yeah, who are you talking to?
Yes. I'm just blathering to people around town until I find someone who might know.
Well,
Networking.
yeah, you you find a
It's
younger
the barber, Sam. There we
Yeah,
go.
sure. We'll go with Sam. Yeah, he's he's given a nice straight razor shave. As you walk in, well, hey there, Blackbird. Find anything good today? I could use some steel. As he kind of holds up the razor, and you realize it's not as sharp or as good a steel as you would want his clients to think.
No, nothing. Wait. Yes, I did.
Well, I'll be.
There you go.
You all right? You're all right, boy. What can I do for you? You need a top off?
It's a straight razor in a box. I don't know why it was there, but there it is.
This is yeah. Oh yeah, I know all about these. He says as he takes it out. Who would throw this away? They only made 1,000 of them.
I mean, it wasn't thrown away. It was, wedged under stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like
right.
It happens.
Perspective, he says as he gets a little.
I then digress for 5 minutes about other things I have found that are of no interest. But yeah, what can you tell me about the old res? Why did they leave? I mean, other than the obvious reasons, is there a particular concentration of casualties somewhere we should know about?
Well, I mean, the casino is what fell, and they ran off from it. But I did hear some old boy. I think he said he's the secretary for old Ansel Curley, and he was mentioning something about some ghosts of the tribe's past or something like that. I thought he was being real spiritual, like they're wanting to do. But no, when I tried to hire that old trader, Indian Joe, to go out in there, he said, hell no, he wasn't getting scalped for no amount of bounty. So I don't know, maybe them spirits is literal. Don't know what to make of that, but maybe you do. Nope. You're not going in there, are you?
Well, I mean, Drone's going first. They'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Well,
hey, enjoy the razor. Name it after me if I don't come back.
We'll do. Hey, Blackbird, come here for a sec. Listen, you done me a solid with this, so I just feel I need to tell you. People have been hearing talk about. Well, there's been some stuff going missing going into the res. Stuff that tends to be, government oriented, if you know what I mean.
So there's like someone bringing government stuff into the res?
Well, I mean, if they're mostly just trying to get through it and it don't get out the other side.
Oh.
So I reckon them spirits might be less interested in, spirit bows and arrows and maybe more like automatic weapons, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like it goes in, but it don't come back out?
Yeah, and a lot of it's ammunition and stuff that goes boom.
I'm sure that's totally nothing to... Oh. Hey, that means there's a bunch of stuff to find. Cool. I tell everyone, hey, there's a bunch of ordnance going to be in there too, from what I hear. I eventually remember, because someone's like stopping like shipments that go through there and like taking things. It's probably nothing. It's probably not spirits with hatchets. It's probably guys with guns. It's wait.
I would advise all of us to be on high alert. It's in my best medical opinion that explosives and bullets are not good for any of our health, just as much as the undead.
Yes, I definitely don't eat them.
With this information in mind, was it possible to? I seem to recall there was a Mad Max group of brewers.
Yes, there are.
Didn't they do sort of like weapons dealing as well, or something? I can't remember exactly.
It's possible. You making a network check?
Yeah. I'll make a network check. Go on. I think that's the most appropriate one.
All right.
If I fail, I can always reference.
You could.
But I pass. So
Whoa.
Yeah, no. You ping out onto the dark web, and you get a response from the crew of the Kevin, Nick, and yeah, a tattooed, chiseled but not in a healthy way face appears. Who would be calling?
the Kavanagh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just ringing to ask. We're looking to do some business over in the reservation way. Are you heading over there? We're hoping to maybe wet some whistles. Yes.
Yeah. If people don't like to drink, they like to shoot, and what they like to shoot, it actually tends to go through the hull. So yeah, no, don't tend to go near there. Those guys actually know what they're doing.
So a round of the Kavanagh's best wouldn't win them over. Shame. Well, I'm sorry to have wasted your time, old bean. And yes, the next round's on me.
Yeah, okay. But if you are going that way, I might recommend you loop around. Go, come in from the north.
From the north, you say? Yes. And
Aye.
this stuff
Follow
that
the northern star. It'll always lead you true.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And this stuff that punched through your vehicle, are we talking explosives, high velocity rounds?
It'd be that. It'd be armor penetrating to get through the old hull, and something pretty small and light. We couldn't see it with our optics, so
Well, maybe you should.
No
maybe
clue
you
where we were getting shot from. That's why we just turned the old Hulk around and headed on our way.
Well, I'm indebted to you, sir. I will buy you a drink when you next roll up in I've forgotten the name of the thingy.
The water hole.
The water hole.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we know that they've got armor pierce. They've got really good equipment, armor piercing rounds, probably a sniper or something like that. And we should go in through the north. Okay. Cool.
All right. J-Train, I think you're the only one who hasn't done anything yet, right? Do you got any ideas? You just ready to rock and roll?
Well, the only ideas I can think of is I can tap a reference because I don't have any networking. So
Okay.
the
Well,
reference.
Is there anything that you guys haven't gotten about this that you'd like to a little bit about? I mean,
Is there a transponder running?
No, I'm thinking. I don't think so. If the plane shot down, he just knows where it is.
Yeah. That's how you guys know where the bird went down, because it does have its transponder still running. Yeah.
Well, okay, I have another question. If the package is all wrapped up, how is it? I mean, what is it marked with? What are we looking for exactly? Is it like plain brown paper, or?
I mean, probably a lockbox.
Yeah, he literally said it's the only thing in the lockbox. So yeah.
Okay, so there's a lockbox and we know where it is because we have the plan.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Do we know what kind of key we need?
He's given us the key code for it.
Yep. BuzzFeed's got the code. So
Cool.
yeah, you guys are good on that.
Everybody's got the code.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, good.
Literally,
Good.
Everybody now has. Yeah.
There are so many compartments in this helicopter.
Do we know the resistance in the area other than it's just an abandoned settlement?
We know that there's these ghosts of the tribes past who are, they're not casualties, right? They're not. They might be latents for all we know, but they're well supplied. They're intercepting government transports through the area. They've got really good kit. We should go in through the north, and they're not really open to negotiation with people because they shot at the Kavanaugh, and the Kavanaugh would have mostly just wanted to sell them stuff, probably, or drink with them.
Their latents?
We could try and find out something like that. Are they latents? What's the
right.
or like what are the infected there?
I'll tap a reference to see if they're latents then.
You can give me a roll first, because the tap reference is usually if you fail, is where you want to trap it, to get info.
Okay.
So you can try and roll first, and not
Guess networking with my one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. But I mean, you are, like I said, you are latent, so you got that access.
No, that's a 5 under 10. That's not going to happen.
All right, then go ahead and tap a reference. So who is it you're talking to?
My reference name is Deep Purple.
Deep Purple. Okay. Who are they? So I have a rough idea how to play them.
They are an ex-tribal, so they've left the area. They probably maybe settled. They were in the area, but they got discouraged with what the tribal community had settled on, and they were disgusted with the failure of their settlement or their first enclave. You said, so they
Yeah,
moved out of the
makes
area, but they
A lot of
still
people
know the
died.
area well. Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah. Smoke. How are you?
Could be better. It
Uh,
always could be better.
I understand that, and yeah, you can kind of see in the background. He's just got a camera. He doesn't have Ubix specs or anything. You can see he's up somewhere high in the desert. Like looks like a mesa or something.
Fine.
It's a handful of cattle.
So I see you. You're doing well for yourself. Are you supporting your kids?
It's not much, but it's living. You know, it much different than it ever has been. So I guess it's just another Tuesday, right?
So you heard of the ghost of the tribe land?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
So give it to me straight then. Are they latents?
No. All the tribal latents banded up to make black sweat. These are something else. These are different, quite different. But
Do they not? They. So you're saying they broke off from the tribe? Then are they trying to establish their own group?
yes, that would be how I would describe them. In a polite way.
Mm.
In a less polite way, if you'll pardon my frankness. They are some of the worst parts of my people's zeitgeist made manifest. And
They got a leader.
I'm sure they do, but I wouldn't know. I have tried to stay as far away and off the radar as I can. They are a very angry bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. Well, they sound like they are weak and they are be easily to take down. So, thanks for the heads up, though. Stay in touch. Say hi. Say hi to the wife and kids.
Of course. Safe travels, my friend. Safe travels.
Mm.
All right. So everybody's ready to go. Does anybody want to do any pre-shopping and risk going into some debt? Anybody got any gear they'd like, or are you guys all feeling good with what you got?
I have
Or
an
what you can
idea
find.
for
What's up?
one thing that we could get.
What would you like, Doc?
Well, it's made mention that the drink runners. I can't remember the group's name that we came up with.
They're called Ailstorm. They're the crew of the Cabin Egg.
Ailstorm.
Name of their ship.
Yeah, the Ailstorm. They couldn't see them with the optics that they had. Maybe if we can, find this might be outside of the realm of possibilities, but like a good set of binoculars or like a broken but still usable thermal sight for something.
Or
Yeah.
like a drone with an enhanced optics.
Or
pack,
a drone with an
which
enhanced
I have.
optic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
Perfect.
they might shoot that drone out of the air if we don't see them first.
Hey, but it's a little small though. It's a little bit smaller than a
It's
helicopter.
also painted blue on the bottom, like you do.
Nice, Dan.
It's probably going to come down to how badly he fails at the.
Yep.
Yes, it is. And I have a will point still, so we're good.
I'm gonna go buy binoculars. That's not a bad idea, too.
Okay. I need a self-control check for you because you're going into debt.
Yeah. What else is new? Well, that's a crit fail.
All right, a crit fail.
He buys everything.
That will be
I
3
buy
distress.
Disney.
That'll be 3
Oh.
distress unless you want to spend a
Yeah.
will on that. Yeah, that's going to be 3
Nope.
distress.
Yeah, 3 distress it is.
All
I
right.
bought binoculars.
All right, you got a nice set of binoculars.
With the crit fail, would you give me 2?
2?
Yeah.
2 binoculars?
Yeah.
No. You're dealing with I'm going into debt with the worst types of people, and if I don't come back and make money on this job, they're going to break my knees after I survive the job not going well. You're not doubling down on how much money you're owed.
And I may or may not stitch those legs back up. I probably will, but that's besides the point.
Who needs legs? I got stumps.
All right, people, go ahead and burn rations. First leg.
How does one do that?
You've got 10
So
charges
it's
of rations.
underneath. Yeah, it's underneath your hit box. The little person representing
Okay.
you. You'll see a bar that with rations, and it's got like 10 tick boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You burn one of those because you burn you're burning energy to walk. So yeah, you got to eat some protein bars or some trail mix or whatever, potato
Cactus.
chips.
The
Yeah.
night before, you had a can of spinach. It's all fine.
Yeah.
If I see anybody eating an apple and making that joke, so help me.
As you look over to Smoke as he's eating an apple.
So help me, Smoke. So help me.
Up ahead of you all, you see a trailer sitting on a hill. As you get closer, you notice that it's completely surrounded with razor wire bundles.
Would you guys like me
Okay.
to scout that?
By all means,
Would-
be my guest.
Yeah.
All right,
you're-
let me see if you can fail a
Well,
roll.
okay.
How much bonus does the drone give you to awareness or foresight, whichever one
Do
it is?
you want me to make a drone check and an awareness check? Because the awareness foresight checks +3.
I'll give you the awareness. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you make a drone just to fly it up and use the camera.
Cool.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
That's a
When I start trying to-
+6.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I guess you
That's
should
clicking
crit
on
fail
the
then,
wrong
huh, Dan?
thing. Hang on. Come on. Give me the line. There we go. There we go.
Just copy paste.
Well, that's the thing. I was doing something else and messed up my belt. So that's a 12 over 8.
All right.
Go.
Yeah, as you fly the drone up, you kind of peer in through a blown out portal. It's an airstream. You all know what I'm talking about, them rounded,
Yeah.
pretty ones.
Yep.
Yeah. This man inside has clearly shot himself,
Okay.
and there's
So he's
piles of boxes. Some of them appear to be ammunition cans.
Since, with the 12 over whatever, are there any tripwires or other likely things that seal this place off?
You do see something glinting in the window that you're guessing is probably a tripwire, but hard to
Okay.
tell on the drone camera.
And you said it's all surrounded with fencing?
Yeah, razor wire.
Is there a gate?
Not so much. It's more like a simple there's like a stake that it's been hooked over, and then wrapped with some other type of line.
Oh, that looks problematic. I report back.
All right.
So that's what we got. That other type of line, could we say, I don't know, with a mechanics check, maybe clamp two ends of it somewhere so it can't go anywhere and then clip out the center area?
Yeah, I'd say that'd be a pretty good shout.
Well, would you
Yeah,
guys like me to do that?
Yes, let me just step back over here for a better shot.
Well, I think you need to be closer so you can really get a zoom in on the front.
No.
I'm staying back from this. I go in after somebody's blown up.
Yeah, I got a 2. I don't need a toolkit for this. I'm fine. And I'm fine. That's a 12
Crushes it.
3.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you guys can now get up to the trailer.
Watch out for the thing that's in the windows.
Can I make what would it be, a foresight check perhaps, to sort of see what that is and work out how it's triggered?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, I make it.
Yeah. Yeah, with that one, like someone would, like these windows aren't glass per se, they're more of like a plastic. So
Mhm.
like someone would have to be like slamming through the porthole to get in through that, versus risking the door. So yeah, it's a pretty simple tripwire mechanism that's held in by the frame of the porthole. But unfortunately, when the dude blew his brains out, he blew the rest of the porthole out. So it's almost kind of made it redundant if you just snip it.
Okay. Blackbird, you're up again.
So, got the window thing to deal with, huh?
Yep.
Is the door not accessible?
The door is accessible, but you have no idea what you're dealing with there. And since this guy,
Okay, so I found one
traps-
trap. Let's disarm that. Got it.
Exactly.
It'll be fine. Does it look like I need any extra tools, or is this pretty straightforward? Like
No, this one's so straightforward. Yeah, you can't honestly believe it. So easy, caveman could do this.
Ook. Yes, I can.
Ook indeed. So yeah, you going inside, or send somebody else in?
Awareness check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And that's 8/7.
8/7.
This thing is going to turn on us so bad later.
The bedroom door is shut, as is the bathroom door, and some other chamber. Maybe you think these could haul ATVs in them, so they almost had like a little mini garage in the back. All of them are shut.
I suspect there could be occupants.
Yeah. Well, they rattle as you sit and watch them, just ever so slightly.
Yeah, there are occupants in those.
Okay. I really want a will back. So
You know what the story is here, don't you?
yeah, well, I'm. Yeah, it's. I think you point that out, right? And perhaps while everybody else is like looting what they can in the main room,
Yep.
I'm like waiting by the door, and I'm waiting for like it to silence, and then I'm just going to try and crack it open a peek just to see, what's inside. Too curious,
Oh,
you may have
a will for that. Can I get a will for not paying any attention to him doing it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Could I be really push and just say that maybe people can have a chance to grab something from the area around them before I open the door, just in case there's a really handy like sawn-off shotgun or something that's available to kill these zombies with. I don't know.
Does everyone else have scavenging?
Yeah, someone else. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me a scavenge check.
I have no scavenging.
That's fine.
2/7, so no.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything obviously useful in here, or should I make a scavenge check or one and done?
Well, I mean, like I said, there were, you're seeing boxes labeled, like MREs and ammunition cans. They're definitely ammo cans now that you're inside and you can examine them.
Okay. Any guns or just ammo's good. Ammo. Grab some.
Awareness check.
Okay. That is a 6/5. Boy, a 3 there is
This
really
guy blew his brains out. Where's the strap?
strap.
The gun.
I was about to ask for that.
Yeah.
What caliber? Handgun?
Self-control check for everyone else who just noticed that. I'll say, Blaze, you don't have to since you're too busy fucking around with the door.
Yeah, well, I'm about to.
That is a failure.
It'll be a stress if you fail.
One stress?
One stress. Yep. One stress if you failed. Nothing if you succeeded.
How about a crit fail?
That'll be 3 stress.
Great. I've now hit crumble. Thank you.
All right.
That's fine. That doesn't get resolved till afterwards.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a long-term campain thing, Jay. Just FYI. Yeah.
Oh, I know. But I'm already up to 6. Thanks.
Yeah, that's great.
No, because anything past the line is dropped. You don't take any into the new section.
Oh, okay. Then I've hit crack. Never mind.
Oh,
okay. So you did crack. You didn't crumble.
that's way different. We'd rather you crumbled because that doesn't affect us.
Okay. So J-Train, fight, flight, or freeze?
Fight.
Fight? All right.
Let's see what happens when I open.
What weapons does Smoke have again?
I have an axe and a handgun.
Okay. You barrel past BuzzFeed and just slam through the door. What the fuck? What is going on here? What is this?
Well, yeah,
Inside-
something along those lines. Say, yeah.
Yeah. You could back up your lines, but yeah, there's 4 casualties back there. Once you slam through it.
You hear me say something about I have to protect my child as I bust right through BuzzFeed as he's tinkering with the door.
Yeah. Blaze, go ahead and give me that self-control check now as your strongman Leighton just went berserker into the room. Yeah, you're fine. This is fine. He's Leighton. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
We are advisable to be here right now.
J-Train, what is your melee stat?
3.
Okay.
Oh, roll it. Okay.
Nope, I'm rolling it. I'm the character now.
Oh,
That seems fair.
All right, you take no damage as you murder the zombies. But burn half the charges off your axe as you just brat.
All right, I'm down to 5. Got
Yep. Yeah. So
It
yeah,
doesn't
no
look
gun.
pretty in there. It's like
No
a
gun. Zombies everywhere.
it's like a Cuisinart in there now.
What are you guys thinking?
Well,
well,
did you say he just hacked through them right lickety split?
Oh yeah, no, he just absolutely mauled them.
That's
Oh,
just
so he-
Tuesday then.
Okay, we're making way too much noise to be here right now. I think we should start moving and mark this for later so we can pick up food and such that we can get back to the town.
Does the drone see anyone outside before we get back out there? What if there's a sniper or something?
Dan, you want to check that?
Checking outside?
Yeah, with the drone.
Yep.
I'd highly suspect that somebody took this man's gun.
But left behind all this loot.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. All right. Stupid Windows.
Yes,
Doing
indeed.
what I want. Doing what I click instead of what I want. All right, there we go. Whoa, there's
Oh.
nothing here. Oh wait, did you say with the drone?
Yeah.
And we're outside, so that's a +6. It's still nothing here.
Okay. Yeah. You see nothing but empty desert in every direction.
Cool.
Okay.
What about this ammo?
hmm
What about it?
Let's
Grab
take
some.
some. Yeah.
Fit a handgun, or is it just one type of ammo?
It's all kinds. There's all kinds of ammo cans there.
But there are no
Yeah, we'll
guns, right?
No guns, just ammo.
This smells like a trap.
Um,
I think we should get out of here. Or
Can I take a haul's worth of ammunition?
You may.
Yep. I
Yeah.
am too.
I'll take some as well. What is the haul?
That is so. Do you see your strength rating?
Yes. I have a
Okay,
strength
so-
of 1.
Right. So your haul rating is underneath it is a 1. So yeah. So you can't pick up any more loot for the rest of this game session as long as
Oh,
you're
let's
carrying that
drop
haul.
that.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Well, you can
Okay.
just drop it, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Or we can
You
sell it to
litter
these
wherever
people,
you
maybe.
want.
I was thinking we
Let's-
could maybe
let's
use it
grab-
to bribe the
If
people.
this one is worthwhile here, let's grab this, and if we find something better, let's dump it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Uh,
we know where it is, so we can send out somebody to get it later.
Also true.
All right. You guys good? You bouncing?
Yeah, we won't open the other door if
Actually, I mean, did you look in the room now that it's clear of casualties?
Oh yeah, were there any clues in the room? Is there anything in the room to suggest what's happened here?
Yeah. No. There's a symbol drawn on the wall. You can give me foresight or research to know what the symbol is.
Okay.
You go for it, man.
Yeah. Let's see if the doctor knows what this is. That's going to be a 11/7 for research.
Yeah. No. You've seen this before at dead enclaves and sites of awful massacres. Yeah, plenty over the last few years. That would be the sign of the Meek.
The meat.
The Meek is a cult that believes that becoming infected basically is holy.
I make sure
Oh,
to get a
boy.
really, I make sure to get a really
they
good
try to
picture of
infect other humans. That's the Meek's goal in life, is to infect everyone.
Oh joy!
So none of the other doors popped open then, right?
Nope.
Oh, good.
Let's leave before.
This, bad.
And let's hope that we don't run into any of the Meek. Rather unpleasant.
Real nasty types.
But if we do, let's make sure we get them on camera.
That we actually what?
Get them on camera.
Yes.
Rather be running in the opposite direction as fast as my legs can take me.
No. Dead meek or good meek?
That I agree.
But what if those meek have the high explosive, high caliber weapons?
Dead meek at a distance or good meek?
I wave my handgun around. Yes, this will get them at a distance.
Well, I mean, you just get the upgrades like this one.
Well, I guess we carefully leave the trailer and head on.
Yeah. Let's close the door again or the window on the way out. By the way, were those traps, I don't know, spiked with blight?
I don't know. You want to investigate to find out?
No, I don't. I'm
Alright.
good, actually. Not that.
Here, do you want me to give you a medical prognosis? You seem so worried about those wires now.
Let's leave it. I don't want to know.
I'm sure.
I don't want to know.
I'm
wouldn't
happy I
affect me.
didn't mess up. It's all
It'd be
good.
fine.
Oh, considering that we had that sign there, I feel it is my medical obligation to check.
All right. You want a will point for it? Is that-
So wait, so would I be? Well, I'm immune to the blight.
It could be
Sure.
explosive or something. We don't fully know, you know.
Oh, I thought the line was diffused.
Yeah, but you're fiddling with it now again, right? What I'm saying is, if you fail, bad things happen.
I'll be 100%. I'll pull the GM curtain back. It won't blow up unless you crit fail, because you're checking to see if it's infected. This is a doctor check, not a mechanics check. So
Okay. So here goes. No, it didn't.
yes, 100%. That there are they're pipe bombs full of nails with
Woohoo!
that have been covered in blight blood.
Ooh, yeah. No, you're good that you didn't touch that part of it, but the wire is okay. That part, not so much.
Jason, can I
Yes.
take one?
Huh?
Can I take
Can you
one?
take one? Yeah, you can take one.
Oh God.
Well, I'm latent, so it's not really a problem.
You can have a blight pipe bomb. Sure, go ahead. You guys already confused them, so yeah.
Listen, if it all goes pear-shaped with these people, sometimes
Sometimes you got to give him the that keeps on giving it about 2
yeah, you can outrun a vector. You can't outrun a bullet. Okay.
A good point, but my medical opinion, more casualties and more blight infected is not good for us on the overall.
Listen, I'm not hoping for this. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it all heaven by the Hippocratic Oath, may we not need to use this, but you're tossing that before we get back to town.
Yes, of course.
In
Definitely.
a ditch, far away.
Yes, of course. Yes. Perhaps we should do
or a
something.
river, perhaps.
I will.
I don't know. You can give it to the agent.
Not a whole lot of those around here.
Oh, there you go.
I put,
Oh gosh.
I steal the thing, but I put out on Ubik on the forums
left yeah.
about this place being rigged and dangerous, and it's the Mika about basically.
Oh yeah, I would probably put on there. Don't take the food because they probably did something to that.
Yeah.
Instantly you start getting like dozens of thumbs up and
So those
other
bullets,
emojis.
are the containers clean?
Mechanics check.
Okay then.
Well, this is your department. I could tell you if you're effed. That's about it I could do for you in my medical practice.
That is times go to the market. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They're totally fine.
Well, I mean, I'm totally fine. See, nothing's happened to me.
Don't put them in your mouth.
I don't
Okay.
think you need to open this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all collectively agree we're not bringing any of this shit back into town.
Yeah, let's give it as a gift. Otherwise, leave it behind. We don't want it anywhere near the Enclave.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot. The ammunition was were duds. They were booby trapped. So yeah, that was a good shot. Great.
I'm still
For
taking
lashes,
robot-
like two.
So we have multiple pipe bombs, is what you're telling us.
Apparently, yeah, you got blight infested pipe bombs. Can't wait for you guys to use those.
And ammo cans. And ammo cans.
I took one. I leave it up to everybody else, however many they took. Great.
Oh,
I think-
I'll take one.
Oh,
Yeah.
They sound fun.
JJ got one. Okay.
That, as a handgun for personal defense is as far as I'm going on this. Maybe you're right. Maybe a rifle.
Tom doesn't believe in war crimes.
Look, there is a line. There's a thin line in the zombie apocalypse. There's a certain point I'm willing to cross. Creating more zombies that can eat me more is not part of that line. That's like 5 counties past.
Yeah.
Touche. All right, yeah. Go ahead, bird rations. Next leg, guys.
yeah.
You're going to have to cross that line someday, McStuffins.
Is he?
Let's hope.
You guys are approaching a small neighborhood, kind of out in the middle of the sticks. Like there's a lot of like kind of Adobe houseworks, and the trailers kind of mostly what's making up this neighborhood. Like trailer houses, like big ones, not like not like an RV that someone's unfortunately has to live in, but like big trailer houses. And you guys start hearing death metal start blaring from inside.
Just start, not constant.
Yeah.
We should go.
Foresight check. You're not liking this.
Yeah, I'll roll for foresight.
Okay.
Hey, BuzzFeed, can't you just turn on your Ubix to see if anyone's home?
That's
I
going
can always see if anyone wants to say hello.
With an 8/3, Doc, if you want to get around this silliness, it's going to add another leg. You guys are going to have to go quite a ways around. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
You guys have found a small neighborhood, and you hear death metal blaring from inside the neighborhood.
Oh. Well, it's probably guys harvesting, bounties from casualties.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Blackbird, because up ahead you see a sign announcing that this place is being card farmed.
Card farming. Okay. I turn on my UVIC specs and see if I can get in touch with these takers.
Okay.
I'll better judge, I guess.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll. Yeah.
Well, would that not be like whilst talking to them? If they say hello or not? Because I'm not really talking to them.
Well, just turning on, nothing is broadcasting. So
okay. Yeah.
If you want to try and get something, put out a call.
A call to say fair enough. Well, I get it. Cool.
Oh yeah, crushed it.
I'm just very nervous about getting more crit fails the more dice rolls I do.
Yeah, someone's help, please.
Oh, so this card farming.
Someone's out there. No. Yes, please. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Please help.
It's all gone a bit wrong, right?
Yeah, real wrong.
How many of them are there?
You see a camera feed appear and turn around, and you just see through paneled up windows, Night of the Living Dead or Walking Dead. Just hands.
And do you have a vehicle outside? Anything that we can use?
No, it's a card farm, man.
Is he the last one?
Yeah. Look, so here's the thing. The laundry room it was the safe house. We basically had a cattle chute feeding them in here with 2 checkpoints where we could stick them until it went bad. But yeah, I can't turn the stereo off anymore. It's gone. I don't know. There's something's going on with the Wi-Fi. I have no idea what's going on. But the stereo won't shut up, and they won't leave. Obviously.
Is there anywhere?
Is it like a hardwire speaker?
I'd say we just fuck him.
He's an idiot, but is it a hardwired speaker? Is it Bluetooth? What are we dealing with? Is if we can cut the power to this place, can it die?
Listen, friend. Have you these cameras that you have set up? Do you have the footage?
Yeah. I guess. Why?
If we get you out of this, you'll give it all over to me, right?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can I get another will point back by indulging?
You bet. You bet. Yeah, you're committing to this, so yeah, you guys are going in. Beasley says we're going in.
I'm okay with it. I just wanted to have a better understanding. It's Hippocratic Oath. The idiot stuck out here.
Okay.
Jason.
Yeah, you can have a will point as well for your Hippocratic Oath, Doc.
Jason,
Just let the guy die. He got himself into the fix.
Sorry, what was that place?
Dan needs to be let back in. He's browser crashed.
Oh, has he? Crap.
Look, I just want to save him.
My bad, Dan. I had a different tab open.
Same, which is what happened.
Why?
So,
Why should we commit our resources to this fool who got himself into the mess?
because it looks like there's something useful there.
Yeah, there's like a dozen casualties there. That's not
How many cards do you think he's already harvested?
Oh, we're taking all the
speaker's
cards,
useful.
clearly.
He will list everything he could possibly think could be scavenged.
Look, people need to
all we
learn
need to
that
do then
card.
is go into the cattle chute.
Listen, if they're in the cattle chute,
We just go into the cattle chute, take his stuff.
We have
Yeah,
the
we just
grenades.
take his stuff and then leave him to his fate.
no, the cattle chute is filled with zombies. But we can use the cattle chute from the other side. You know, whatever's in there is cattle chute is the same thing from one side as the other. If they're all in there,
Let me see if I can get a visual on the speaker thing. See what's going on with it.
Mm.
Maybe we can just ledge it off a ledge with the drone and have to go crunch.
Yeah. So that'll be a drone pilot check though.
I thought so.
Yep.
That's a
Critical
critical
success.
success.
All right. What do you want, Dad? You can have it.
Predator drone.
He wants an
Okay.
apple pie.
Put the speaker so I can scavenge it.
Okay. Yeah.
Bring it back here.
totally
Turn
just-
it off.
Yeah. You can
Wait,
totally just
turn it
scoop
off with the drone. Bring it back here. There we go. Critical success.
Bringing the speaker to us.
Can I make a suggestion in that the drone picks up the speaker and takes the zombies away and then turns it
there we
off
go.
and
I'll
comes
take
back?
the zombies away with the speaker.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You guys can head straight into the. You can head straight into the card farm. Yeah.
And
it's
we'll
totally-
drop the damn speaker somewhere out there and come back. Or I could forget that it's on and have it come back for a will. Your choice.
Head in the
That's your
car.
choice, Dan. If you
Head
want
in
your
the
will.
car.
No, I'm not going to push on a will for that. It makes
All right.
No.
So yeah, you guys going in?
Yeah, we'll go in and we'll grab this guy and
All
whatever kit we can get. You know.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys move in through the cattle chute. Yeah, they're stacked almost knee high. This is gross.
Yeah, I think not all of us though. You know, so like,
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to the door and thump 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 on it, and you hear a lock click, and then the sound of a window breaking.
Hey?
Well, who was outside? I think I went in. I think that maybe the two latents went in because we won't get infected by all these dead zombies. Whereas,
He said it's knee high. That'd probably be for the best.
Yep.
Yeah,
so maybe the other two are still outside.
Over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We go in through the door, and
Yep,
I guess
door
these
opens
guys are
up.
outside. Yeah.
and you see a large guy, like professional wrestler, large, like he's
Oh, dear.
pushing 7 feet tall, like 400 pounds, maybe more. Laying on the ground. You can tell from his face, he probably, he had some kind of a birth defect. Probably explains why he's so fucking big.
Mhm.
Maybe like a thyroid thing or something. But he's
Yeah, he's
completely
alive.
covered in bites.
Oh.
And is just like he's been like basically chained to the floor.
So the only one inside right now are the latents, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
No, he's
I'll be
he's
outside watching.
the guy inside is a vector, right?
Yes.
Not yet.
Yes, he is.
But he's
Nope.
chained to the floor, right?
Yep. He's chained to the
Can we
floor.
just coup de grace
Smoke.
You can.
Smoke.
or smash down his
a-
head?
A message pops up on your IM BuzzFeed.
Mhm.
I can't do it. He's my brother.
Well, we fucking can. Yeah.
Yep,
Go for it.
I just go right up and chop his head off. I'll
Yep.
spend a charge.
Okay. Yep. No need to roll. You just got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell him, stick around or my friends shoot you.
Wonder what they're doing inside.
All right. Give me an intimidation roll.
I don't know. I wonder what
I
that
mean,
glass breaking was. Let's go look.
Okay. Do.
Oh, I fail that.
Oh,
I'm fine failing that.
he's legging it.
Yeah, 'cause that wasn't even
Was it
so much of a
range?
threat as a promise, as a warning, Like,
Yeah.
I don't want him to get shot.
Right.
Pathetic weakling.
Back to outside.
Little
Dan.
brother.
Yeah. You see a human running, just legging it into the desert.
All right, and I'm pretty sure there are no casualties around because that speaker was loud and the drone's got him going elsewhere.
Yeah, and,
right?
and it's running away from you, so could be a vector.
Well, I will. Hey, might want to stop.
This is why we don't do card farming. Idiot.
What?
We just let him go.
All right.
You do see a laptop running, so you could download all the footage you want off of it.
Yeah.
And
laptop.
all of you may make scavenge checks for bounty off of the piles of
I can do
casualties.
that. I'm gonna use my Ubix to make sure I don't mess this up.
I got a
Nice.
7 over
That,
2.
that brings me to what, a 5.
What's the natural, J-Train? The black?
6.
6?
6.
All right, so that's 6 bounty right there, guys. Keep track of this. How much you're getting?
So I make another scavenge check or no?
Everybody gets one. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
everybody gets one.
I fail because I don't have anything in scavenge.
Okay. Did you crit fail?
That's
I
a
got
6
double.
under 9.
Oof.
So I crit failed.
You did crit fail?
What's a crit fail again? Doubles.
Double
It's
odds.
double odds.
I got double 8s.
Oh, you crit succeeded.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
So 8, you say? So that's
Yeah.
16 bounty.
Woo!
And Blaze got another 3. So my math, that's
can I-
25.
Can you
45
search for specific things? I can't remember.
In some instances you can, but in this one, no. It's specifically
Okay. Cool.
this is a sea farm, so you're just getting
Yeah,
bounties.
yeah,
off-
Hey, I got this mop.
Yeah. I'll
It could be useful later. I'm keeping it.
I got is it the difference that you get on your scavenge check?
No, it's the black.
It's the black.
It's
So,
the black,
so you got 3.
yeah.
Yeah, so you got 3. So yeah, my math. You guys collected 25 bounty off all those casualties.
Nice.
Is that correct?
Yeah, sounds good
Everybody
to
else
me.
keeping track? Okay. All right. So
And
yeah,
we removed a vector threat from the area,
you did.
which
So
we will publicize as a spot later if we need to.
very much so.
Also with the frame, if you can frame the guy because you saw him on his UV spec, so you can get a screen capture and basically say this guy left his brother to die.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's an understandable leave.
Abject savagery.
I think I cut this for pathos and drama and tragedy. You know, out here in the loss, we're
Right.
faced with hard choices every day, kind of stuff. But then there is a sleazier cut that's like an attack piece.
Whichever one sells is the one we go with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hate to say
My
it.
I completely blame Jack for doing this stupid thing.
All right, hold up, lads. Hold up. One at a time. So Dan, you were talking first. What's up, man?
Do we need self-control checks?
Yes, yeah. For the dude's brother.
Just the two of us inside, maybe.
What?
I guess so.
I think everybody would see what
What, the
happened
killer?
once they all
Yeah.
came up to. Once they all
Yeah,
came up.
yeah.
Okay. Self-control.
Dan is
Success.
good as could be.
I'm good.
I'm
What's
good.
the
Blaze,
consequence
it'll be 3 detachment.
and if I spent a will to do that, what would happen there?
1 detachment.
1 detachment. I will. You know what? Screw it. I'll take it. It's only fight, flight, or freeze, right? Which is always a fun.
Wait, you're
thing.
cracking?
Wait, are you cracking in
No,
detachment?
no, I'm not. I'm just thinking
Okay.
that I will crack later on. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The reason my character's being such a hard ass is his weak spot is compassion is a weakness.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Take
got
your well
that
point.
clearly.
Take your well point. Thank you for pointing out that's what you're doing. Yep. Take your well
Well,
point.
I haven't spent any yet, so I only have 1.
No, you can go over. You just can't
Oh,
carry. Yeah,
Okay.
they just don't carry. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
I got
The
2.
game encourages you to do foolhardy things as often and as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't foolhardy. That was just being me being a bastard.
All right, people. Burn rations. Job site.
Oh, well, okay. So third ration is to get the job site from last leg, some second
Uh-huh.
leg.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
4.
And I think I've marked 2 drone charges. Does that sound right?
That sounds right to
Yeah.
me.
And we're coming in through the
and
north,
moving.
right?
I assume that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from the north, you're actually coming through what's kind of referred to as desert forest. So it's like lowland scrub trees and saguaro cactuses, and low-lying bushes. Basically, this is an area when the wet season comes, like water will pool. So like most plants can hang on. Dig in, kind of hang on. So yeah, you've actually got some cover and concealment as you're moving in.
Before we get too close, first scout the skies, awareness, and then launch the
Absolutely.
drone.
Absolutely.
I have binoculars. I guess I'll go
All right.
on the ground
Well,
since he's going for
10
sign.
for 10 over 5 for awareness. So, is there anything else in the skies? Are there any like things that look like glinting binoculars or other optics or lights on the ground?
Skies are clear.
Okay.
A vulture literally is the only other thing up in the air with your drone.
Okay, and it doesn't seem to. Okay. So now the check with the drone doing a foresight or awareness over the area.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is appropriate for this.
I would say foresight to
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Kind of read the lay of the land. Yeah.
So that's a 4. So
Ooh.
That's a crit fail.
That is a crit fail. You spinning a wheel, you keeping it.
Well, as long as it doesn't mean the drone's crashing, it's fine. What do I think I see? What am I convinced of?
You see what is clearly like a blast site. It almost looks like a UFO crop circle.
Cool.
But like, yeah, that had to be caused by an air-to-ground missile. Wait, these guys have air-to-ground missiles? You shout that from the drone. So self-control checks for everyone.
Great.
Nice, Roddy.
I'm also
It was
bringing the
bound
drone
to
back
happen
down to,
eventually.
Blaze, that's a stress. Dan, you good? J-Trade, how'd you do on yours?
I got a 4-4.
A what?
A natural 4-4, so I'm good.
Oh, you're great. Yeah, groovy. Yeah. Totally groovalicious. Yeah. That's just more firepower for us, right?
Yeah, but
I got a pipe bomb. They got air whistles. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Drone's in follow mode now.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you probably want to get the drone down.
Oh, yeah, quick.
So yeah, you guys know what you know from what Dan's been doing. J-Trade, were you saying you wanted to try anything with your binos?
Yeah, I did binoculars, but I got a 7 under 9, so I didn't get it.
Okay, all right. So yeah, what's the game plan, gentlemen?
So we know there's crazies in the area, and there's a helicopter in the area. Wonderful.
Oh, you can see your helicopter. Dan saw the helicopter from the sky before he quickly brought the drone back down. Like fuck. Get
and
down.
Due to Blackbird, there's air-to-surface missiles in the area. Wonderful.
Right. So yeah, drone's gonna stay close. So yeah.
Well, maybe we could. If the helicopter didn't expend flares, which I see they have a bunch of these things on here in the book, maybe we can throw them onto your drone as an upgrade.
I mean, I've already got the. Where is it? Drone. The Starlight bright light thing. But, that implies flying the drone up higher than where we are, so no. When we're actually there, then yeah, because we'll need the light. But right now, nope.
Yeah, if we come under fire, get that thing right up in there.
Emergency flares to throw off air-to-ground missiles. Yeah. Or ground-to-air missiles or what have you.
Oh, fair. Hey, that speaker, we lost that, right? That's gone?
Yes, I'm going to assume you smashed it since you didn't elect to kite him back to casualties. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we head over to the. We've used the drone to scout out. We know that there's SAMs in the area, but we haven't seen anything. So as far as we know, it's all good. Really, right. We've done our due diligence. So
since you guys came from the north and you have the terrain as I've described it, you can make stealth checks even if you don't have any points in it.
Actually, Jason.
What's up?
Can I call in a reference?
Of course you can, Will. What do you want?
Yeah. Can I call in a reference with a DHQS agent that I know, or somebody who works in like a satellite farm or something?
All right. Is it a man or a woman?
It is a. If you have a pre-existing character, I would love to go with that. But
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you gender.
Oh yeah, a woman then.
Okay. Agent Lynette answers. What do you need, BuzzFeed? Like, I can't. There's nothing to leak to you right now. I have no official comment about the situation or anything else that you want to ask about. All right, so just not today. Okay, busy.
I know. Nothing. I don't want anything from any of the stuff that you're working on. I just thought we might, work with each other again. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I tell you about something that I've got a lead on. You maybe redirect to give me one of the feeds from those satellites that you've got above Arizona and tell me what you see at
Yeah, sure. Redirect satellite feeds to a civilian who's known for leaking classified information to the press. Yes, that's a great idea. What exactly time did you think I was born last night?
I mean, you don't even exist, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You were never born.
Uh-huh. Funny. What are you giving me for this little favor?
I know traditionally it's a bounty, right? I feel like it's perhaps more than a bounty in this, but
Yeah. What do you have in mind? I like how you've been playing this character. So
I am going
the
to
favor BuzzFeed would offer to this agent?
well, eyes on whatever Agent Lynch is up to here and how he's running things.
Oh, you're out there. You're in Arizona now.
Yeah, I didn't get far after the fall of LA.
I guess I should have guessed that since you said you wanted to feed over Arizona. Right. Okay.
Well, you are rather a great, one of the most excellent staff to the HQS has. I've always said.
Fuck yourself. I know I've got a predator out there. You want something from that? Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. For some clout on that piece of shit. Absolutely. Yes. That is worth it. If it's not good, I swear to God, you won't see the steward coming that gets you. Right?
That was as true. That's going to be as true today as it was yesterday.
Ta-ta, love. And yeah, she closes her line, but a few seconds later, you'd expect to give a little burp, and you've got a sat feed being fed in now.
Sweet. So I guess with like a thermals, anything that we would have got on the failed rolls, I suppose, is the thing I'm looking for with that.
Reference. With thermals,
I guess that'd be the drone one, really. Yeah.
Well, so right now, I'll need. Let's see. I guess. I mean, we've been doing a lot of awareness. I'd like a profession check, but I don't really have any good ones for understanding SAT data. So,
I mean, I could hand it over to my good friend who is a profession drone and has used thermal imaging before. In his drone work.
This is true.
But I know what I'm going to find.
That's also true. He does know what he's going to find. So, tell you what, Blaze, give me a roll with your intelligence rating as your bonus.
Okay.
Actually, journalism would be appropriate.
I don't have that in any profession in that.
Oh well.
Yeah.
10 over 2. So.
Okay. Yeah. No. What you're seeing here, like this type of data, especially in the heat of the day, isn't great.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not seeing anything on the helicopter itself. So you might actually be able to make it down to the helicopter, and out again,
Yeah.
But this is just easy peasy lemon squeezy as long as you be quiet and getting into that lockbox. But yeah, right now with what you're seeing on the SAT feed, you're not getting anything useful yet. But you can keep checking back at it to see if something does pop up.
Yeah, but for now, it basically means that there's nothing lying in wait right in front of us in the immediate area. So I guess we push on then, guys.
All right. Dan already made his stealth check, and the tie went to the market, he says. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. So the rest of y'all can make yours. Even if you don't have stealth, you can make it.
Also, with thermal imaging, the casualties will not be visible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yay.
10 over 2. And hey, we'll know something's there if we see a missile streak just go up into the air and blow something out of the sky.
Yeah, right.
Well, no.
All right, so Doc makes it to the helicopter. What about you, J-Tread? Did you make your stealth check?
9 over 3.
Okay. So Doc,
8 over 3. Sorry.
So Doc and Smoke are both down at the helicopter. You two start slipping and sliding in the scrawl. All right.
Yep.
Self-control checks for failing stealth checks right now with enemies maybe near.
With missiles.
Yeah, with missiles.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
How bad is that on a crit fail? Is that
I'd say that's probably a crack at stress. Yeah.
Would it not be detachment?
Oh, crack?
Are you already cracked on that?
No, I only have 1 stress mark so far.
Right.
Would it not be detachment?
No, I'm going to use a will to downgrade that.
Okay. All right. Downgrade that then. No, it would be
I
detachment.
will
Detachment
singular.
is you looking at the world around you and the shit of it. Like this is this could have just put us in a bad spot. So
Oh, yeah.
I'd
So
say
I
it'd be
still
stress.
lose what, 2 stress on that?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I think I meant trauma, actually. I think I got those two mixed up in my head.
No, that's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trauma is I got hurt or my teammate got hurt. So
Okay.
yeah.
Or I'm looking at the thing that's going to hurt me.
Also,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. This is Boogeyman in the shadows. Trauma would be
They're already shooting for us.
Boogeyman just bit me, or the Boogeyman just bit my friend.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I can see the Boogeyman's teeth, and oh no.
Or there's
So-
500 casualties.
So
Yeah.
when they start shooting us, it'll turn into trauma. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Well, I failed as well.
So it'd be 2. Yeah, it'd be 2.
Oh, no, I mean, I passed the.
Oh,
the
you
thing
passed?
check.
Then you're
Yeah,
fine. Yeah. You all hear a bird call.
Faster would be better.
So yeah, you two at the helicopter. What y'all doing?
Using my extensive knowledge, I say in air quotes, of the user's manual, can I start turning through this thing where it might likely be, this lockbox?
Absolutely. Yeah. Take a scavenge check with +2.
Okay. It's a good
I'll
thing.
be
I
on
have no
Overwatch.
scavenging.
Yeah. So you can make the roll with a +2. Yep.
Oh, no! I'm going to spend one of the will that I received back from
Nice.
our escapade, so...
All right, yeah, you find the lockbox right where it should be. Despite the way the fuselage crumpled when it slammed into the rock of the desert floor, yeah, it wasn't dislodged from where it was showing on the specs. So there it is. J-Trey, what were you saying, man?
I was going to say I'm going to go Overwatch to like awareness to spot this bird.
Absolutely.
Or try to
Go
spot
ahead.
the bird.
You need to succeed by 3 if you want this.
Oh, no, a 7 over 5. Missed by 1.
Okay. But I will say you will not get sneak attacked because you did make your awareness check. But no, you
That's
don't see
fine.
the bird.
Yeah. MacGuffins, get your ass out here. There's no bird.
I got it!
Okay.
I'll come back for you later, morphine! And other medical supplies!
BuzzFeed, your Ubix specs, Buzz. Identify
I
yourself.
I duck down and answer them. Hi, yes, this is BuzzFeed. Who am I speaking to?
You don't need to know who you're speaking to.
Am I speaking to the ghost of the tribes past?
Is that what they're fucking calling us?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit,
Melodramatic? Yeah, a bit.
well, wanky is what I call it, but yeah.
Hey, that's
Sure.
my people's fucking beliefs, asshole.
Okay. Well, everyone has their legends and everything, right? But I didn't really think you were ghosts, of course.
Yeah, no, very much no. Not at all. Though we do call Marty ghosts sometimes. Marty, say hi to him. A round ricochets off the rock next to you guys.
Fuck!
Not you
Well,
two.
no,
The two that didn't make their stealth checks. You guys just
Okay,
get on the helicopter. You're okay.
Is there cover in the correct direction to shield us from that?
I say go back into the helicopter.
I stay very still and wave. I wave.
Oh, I'm not moving at the moment, but
Foresight,
I
Dan.
want to know.
Foresight.
Okay.
Yeah, we all heard that gunshot, right?
Oh yeah,
Critical success.
you're already in it, Dan.
Fantastic.
Yeah, smoke. That was a 50 caliber rifle. So yeah,
Right.
you most certainly heard it. Where it came from, though, that's a better question. Because yeah, even with your Overwatch, you don't see a flash. You don't see a dust trail. This guy's good. This guy's really good.
will motion to BuzzFeed that cover.
Okay.
Well, I am while you're running for cover. I'm basically waving back to sort of try and keep things occupied.
No. I mean, I'm in cover. It's close to you. You can just dive in.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
need to.
I am just talking as I walk towards it. I'm being very unhurried, and I'm just trying to keep negotiations open.
Yep.
I would have expected. DHQS to sent out. Guys with better equipment. You guys are kind of at the bottom of the totem pole, aren't you?
Well, we're not DHQS. Yeah, I make that.
Then who the hell are you, and why are you here?
I'm a journalist. I'm here investigating the DHQ shipments through the area, the black site in Arizona, and whatever's on that helicopter.
I see.
And I'm also here to make sure that whatever you've got going on here, people know that it's yours and not to fuck with it. Everybody knows about the waterhole, right? And the reservation lands. How long do you think before they say that they're going to come back and retake their home?
Well, that would be exactly what we're getting ready for, actually. So, quite frankly, I would just assume.
But when that
they
fight
didn't
happens,
know.
yes, and they won't know. But when the fight happens, don't you want people to know why you're fighting?
No, I don't want them to ever know me and my people existed. In fact, I just want this to be a black space on the map of the United States of America, or whatever the fuck it turns into after all this nonsense.
Well, then, it was a very uneventful trip in here. And my story starts the second we leave here.
Persuasion!
While he's doing that, hey, McStuffins,
Leave the Ubix specs.
Leave the Ubix specs.
Yeah. Where are you based out of?
The waterhole.
All right. I'll ship them to you once we're done making sure it's clean.
Fine.
All right. So, Doc, Smoke, stealth checks to get the fuck out of here without them noticing you guys in the helicopter.
I'm putting that lockbox in my bag.
Uh-huh.
So they don't see me carrying something away.
All right.
Well,
give me those stealth checks. Let's see if you could pull this one off without them noticing you guys were actually dicking with the helicopter.
Well, we actually don't know what's going on with BuzzFeed because we don't have Ubix.
Oh, do you not?
Nope.
I don't have Ubix listed on my character sheet.
Hold on a second. I only have a handgun and a suppressant and a first aid kit.
Yep. I and BuzzFeed are the only ones with Ubix. Nice.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Okay. Smoke. I have an
So
idea. I have the user's manual here. Let me see if I can cross some wires and maybe pull off some shenanigans that Blackbird can do with this. Make a big distraction here so we can haul it back to the trees and the rocks and everything over there.
Awesome. I love it. Do it.
Wouldn't the battery be dead by now?
Oh, it's military tech. There's got to be a bunch of stuff in it that can, do a bunch of whirly things. I don't know.
Fine. I get in there and start looking for a flare gun then.
Okay. J-Trey, give me a scavenge check. Doc, give me mechanics, and you can make it since you have the.
Woo!
Woo!
I got a 2-2.
Nice.
What does this button do?
J-Trey, do you find something that looks like a flare launcher?
Well, I got a 2-2, so I better.
Oh,
and it's loaded.
Yeah.
I got
loaded. There's a bandolier sitting next to it.
Yeah. I'm taking it.
Okay.
I bet it makes light.
And it makes a very nice
It
light.
also sets things on fire.
Kind of the same way lightning does. So yeah, Joseph, what exactly kind of distraction did you want the helicopter to make with your success? I mean, you could have something pretty nice.
Can I get like the blades? Did the blades crash shatter on impact or anything?
Some of them did, not all of them.
But enough to where maybe we can kick up a sandstorm or a little dust storm with that if those things went on again.
So you want to try and turn the engine over? Just turning that engine over on that thing is going to kick up dust and sand.
It's either that or hoping that
I don't know if you get. I'm trying to impress upon you. This is a fast helicopter. It's got quite a powerful engine.
Okay, so we're good here. It's going to kick up shit.
Okay, sure.
It's either that or hoping they still have a couple of flares for surface to airs, but that's going to draw attention.
Well, Smoke's told you he found the flare gun.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's the flare. So yeah, the best thing I got is overturning that engine and having them all direct their eyes on dust storm while hauling it.
All right, so back to Blackbird and BuzzFeed. You guys are both coming out. Blackbird, are you agreeing to set your Ubix specs down as well?
But they haven't seen me, is what I thought you said.
No, I said you were already in cover, like you had your cover, but
Well,
But you made your stealth. You failed the
knew you
stealth
were
check,
there.
so they know you're there. But you're in cover to be protected from gunfire. Was what I meant by that.
okay, yeah.
It's up to you. You're
This
there.
is
all of
a
a sudden you hear
difficult
the
thing
engine
for
rev up
him.
from the
This
helicopter.
know.
would require a stealth. This would require a self-control check.
I understand.
Because that's his stuff. And,
It is his
stuff is
stuff.
important. That's what keeps you alive.
Your call, my man. No compunction
So
either way.
here's the thing. When does the dust storm kick up? Do I hesitate long enough to have a distraction show up?
No, you gotta make your call, man. I'm not giving you that out unless you want to spend a will to get a narrative declaration.
Nope. All that's
All
gone. Self-control check.
Oh, self-control check.
I succeed.
You're good. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
indeed.
They said they'd give it back.
All right.
So,
I will leave them there.
all right. So you two are both putting your Ubix specs down.
But I put them in a case.
Yep. You put them in the case. It's like factory too, like barely a scratch on it.
Oh, I know.
It's cherry. It's groovy,
I
man.
went through like 50 of the damn thing.
But yeah, Blaze, I assume you're giving some verbose theatrics of bowing or whatever, or mock
Sure.
saluting in respect or whatever.
No, I'm just I'm doing exactly as asked. I'm taking
Okay.
the steps so that they can see it, and I'm putting them down.
Yep. As you're backing away and turning around to walk away, you see several figures rising up along the ridgeline. Quite a few of them, actually. In camouflage with a variety of weapons. Most of them of the leaning towards the military variety.
Yep.
And you're like, well, yeah, this is probably a good idea. When all of a sudden you just hear a cacophonous bang, whee, and just sand and shit just goes everywhere out from the crash site.
It worked. Run.
I'm making a run for it. Athletic first for me.
So
Yes.
a
I'm assuming that's
self-control check
athletic.
did not grab the Ubix and got a critical success. So I guess I'm okay.
Well, with the crit success, I'll let you grab him if you want to.
I mean, with the distraction going on, oh, fine, yes.
Yeah.
I got both of them. I'm fucking it up. I'm spending extra on athletics.
Yeah, that's fine. Doc, you made yours. J-Train, how's your athletics check to get moving?
5 over 3.
Okay, you're good. BuzzFeed, you're all that's left, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend.
How many rations?
I'm down to
I'm
4.
gonna spend 3 rations on that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And we should spend a ration to make it in the first place, right?
Yes, that is correct. That is
Yeah.
correct. You got to
That would
spend
be
one just to
4
get
in
the
total.
roll.
That's why I'm down
Yeah.
to 4.
Yeah, I will only add 2.
Okay, cool.
Oof, 8 over 10. I
Nice,
will use,
Dan.
I will,
Nice.
I will use my
Very
last roll to flip that.
All right. Yeah, you guys all make it up. You guys all make it up into the ridgeline. So yeah.
Boy, I'm glad I spent big.
Yeah, you're out of immediate danger. Now what's the plan? How do we get out of here?
We leave.
Run.
Yeah. Leaving at high velocity is the plan. Let's do.
Yes, but you guys walked in, so
Fire the flare back, or use a sunburst, something.
Yeah. You said you got a flare thing, yeah?
You didn't see me have that. Well, you see me holding a bandolier, I guess.
and
Can you make some distraction with that?
Yeah.
Let's run.
Well, I'm telling that use a sunburst. Use a sunburst for God's sake.
We'll lose them in the trailer park.
That's not wrong.
That is not wrong.
I will drop my haul of ammo.
Okay, nice.
I guess I shoot a flare into a bush to set it on fire? That's
Okay.
the best I got.
Yeah, give me a shoot check.
What's a shoot check?
I
see it. I see it. It's under speed. I got it.
Yep.
8 over 3.
Okay.
There you go.
So you say you were shooting it out of bush?
Yeah, because I can't hit the helicopter. It's kind of spinning up dust now, can I?
Right. Where is the bush you were aiming at, though? Is it by those
Behind
guys?
us?
Is it close to you guys? Behind them?
Well, behind us, so it gives us smoke cover so we can get away further.
Okay.
Or
right.
some smoke cover, anyway.
You hear the sound of like a lightning strike without the thunder roll part of it.
Oh.
and a cuff of sand and debris flies out everywhere, and you hear quite a few startled shouts and cries from down below.
I have no idea what you have there. Let's run.
It's a 40 millimeter grenade launcher. Yes, it's a Mark 32.
Woohoo!
So yeah, it's quite an upgraded grenade launcher, actually. So
We're keeping that.
Yeah.
Run.
The Democrat Ghost says nothing about an M32. Run.
Yeah, just one last round of athletics checks. If you're
going to make a refresh as I do this because
that is fine.
I'm spending another vibrations.
All right, go for it.
I will spend 3.
We're left.
That just adds on
And it's a
to
damn
my
good thing too.
right?
Yep, Dan's good.
Okay, these agents only have one set of rations.
So you'll have to refresh them. Yes. So you
But
see
there's no refresh on it.
All right. So look at your
Adaptability.
your adaptability, your character base stats, strength, speed, all that. You'll have one that says ADP. Underneath it says refresh. So you'll just make a tick box there. If you are not
It says the number 2.
No, I know that you haven't used any yet, so you haven't had to make any ticks under that 2. 2 is your number. You have as many refreshes as you have ADP, unless you are a scavenger like Dan is. Then you have one less.
I spent only 2, but that was just enough.
Okay.
So 2 is 5, 7 over 2.
11 over
All right.
10.
Yeah, you guys make it through the trailer park. Some of the casualties kind of wandered home, but great, good. You guys kind of rattle fences and stuff to kind of keep them into the chute. And you guys bounce on the double back to the water hole. You all get back. Are you just arranging with Lynch to hand over the key?
Before we get back, dump all the shit we found from the first trailer.
Oh yeah. Well, I left mine back for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, we leave them. I leave that back for them as well.
All right, dump it. Yeah, dumping the ammo and the bombs.
Right, second thought, Doc. Do you have an X-ray machine? Let's look at this case to make sure it's what he says it is.
No, can I?
I can't carry one of those.
No, at the clinic.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I put the pipe bomb in the second box, and we put the first box on top of it.
Okay.
The pipe bomb, I'd like to rig to be able to blow.
Mechanics.
Because someone who's better at mechanics do that.
I don't think that's a great idea.
No,
I'm going to be over here.
Well, actually, no, they didn't actually try to kill us, did they?
They really didn't.
Let's let sleeping dogs lie. That's definitely.
Yeah, we should probably label it. Warning: Meek left this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we leave that. Yeah.
All right. So you guys going to the clinic?
Why can't we take the ammo back?
Because it's covered.
We can just give the ammo to
It's almost certainly covered in blight.
It's too much of a
but we're
fire.
latent. We can just give it to the other latent community.
Well, that's fair.
Oh, yeah, we give a box. We give a box to the Black Sweat.
There you go.
You know what? Since there is going to be supposedly a coming conflict, we could use this ammo. So take it to the latent. We're going to need this.
I don't know what you're on about, Doc.
Oh wait, no, I didn't hear that. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't have an UBEX. Somebody else come up with an idea. We're here going, Jesus, I didn't run that fast when I was doing track in high school.
So while we're running BuzzFeed, where's the UBEX?
Oh, I had to Black. Did you grab them, Blackbird?
I grabbed both. Yeah, here's your. Well,
thank you.
I wiped my hand off on.
Oh well, I'm a latent, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're not, are you?
I wasn't thinking. I grabbed it. I'm sure it's fine. No broken. It's all good.
Does depression be used to help that?
I mean, that's your last ditch thing you use to help that.
Yeah. Okay.
You suppress it when you have no other choice because it turns you latent.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. I mean,
And it can still kill you.
scavenged-
It's a bad process to get suppressed.
Yeah, no, I've scavenged, casualties before. I know what I'm doing when I'm holding this. I knew
You're going to the quarantine room when we get back.
I would like to tap a final reference.
You may.
Do you have a
like
moth?
some water and soap.
Do you have a moth character?
Yeah, sure. Apheus.
Apheus. Or what's he called? Aaron's character from the first one. Or he's way over in Colorado. That's way too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's way too gone.
Yeah. I'm basically just getting in touch with him to secure a untraceable flash copy of this encryption key.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He calls you back. He's like, yo. Hey, BuzzFeed, man, what's the good news?
Well, the news isn't fit to print quite yet, but
No.
soon, with your help.
Oh, need a little hookup, huh? All right.
I need a copy of something that's come into my possession, a copy that I'm willing to share with whoever helps me get a copy of it without letting the person who I'm supposed to give it to know.
Oh, it's juicy. Let me work my magic. That usual fee.
Of course.
All right. You hear him typing, and then typing stops. He's like, "Yo, this is DHQS algorithm."
Why do you think I rang you, Apheus?
All right. Well, better do extra good work to scrub this to make sure there's no backtracking on it, because that wouldn't be good for any of us, would it?
No.
All right, I got you. Yeah, you know where to send the bounty. Yeah, I'm good. We can break connection now. So yeah,
Cool.
less time has been exposed, better.
If we were carrying on playing this particular session, I'd be like, well, I was exposing the truth there, right? So soft spot.
Yep. So yeah, now that you've done that, are you getting in touch with Agent Lynch?
Yeah, of course. Now it's a handover. I would say.
Yeah. He comes down from the mountain with four-man security team. They got the works, suppressed assault rifles, friggin' basilisk armor, the works.
So people generally know that they're up the hill.
Well, at this point they do, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That was actually the first session as far as the campaign play for this goes. That was a job. Why is the mountain rumbling? Like, there's not a lot of earthquakes this far east of the San Andreas. And then that's because there's assholes testing the DHQS is testing sonic weapons up here. Great.
I thought you were going to say they're mole machines, but okay.
Right.
Lynch. Agent Lynch, I just say, there's something to be said for a lower profile agent.
Well, there is, but I've worked with takers before, and you notice he's got basilisk armor on as well underneath his suit.
I very openly do not carry a weapon, a handgun or anything.
Yes,
I'm unarmed.
He holds his hand out for the lockbox.
I pass it over.
He opens it. Picks it up, hands it to one of the men. They inserted a laptop. Ticker for a minute. The man nods, and he's like, fantastic. He snaps his fingers. One of the other guys hands you a briefcase.
Pleasure doing business, Agent Lynch.
And to you as well.
I hope...
Oh, by the way, you didn't happen to deal with whatever it was that shot my helicopter down, did you?
I'm afraid not. We didn't see anything in there.
All right. Well, guess I'll have to find somebody to go figure out what happened. I know it wasn't mechanical failure. Have a good day, BuzzFeed.
Well, we're always in the market for jobs in the future, Agent Lynch. You know where to find us.
I'll think of you first. He turns and he walks away. So yeah, you guys made 25 bounty off the shoot. You've got a grenade launcher you could sell or keep.
A flare gun.
How many references did you guys burn?
I burned 2.
2.
I burnt one.
1.
4.
Okay, so 4 total. And then 28 bounty for the job total, as well as your breakpoints are covered. So all you would have to do, Joseph and J-Train, is you guys would just be paying the upkeep on your guns and the other equipment you use, so you can get your charges back.
I have to pay back the binoculars because I borrowed those.
Yeah, and you would have to go pay back the binoculars and get your knees broken.
I
But yeah,
only have to pay for the rations. I didn't use anything of mine.
well, you always got to pay upkeep on
You
that.
always got to pay for the equipment.
You always got to pay for the equipment. Yep.
Right.
But yeah, so you guys made 25, 28, so 53, plus any expenditures you want to sell. BuzzFeed could sell the footage he got of the kid.
Oh, yeah,
the
totally.
kid's card
I'll
farm.
totally do that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can I
So-
do a networking check for see
Yeah.
how well that goes?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
And then I guess upgrade my gun.
Um,
That's about it.
Can I have got a will point for what I did earlier? And
Mhm, you
use it to flip that?
You could use it for it. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, it was worth 14 bounty for the haul worth of it. So yeah, that's another 14 bounty for it.
Cool. I'll throw that into the pile.
Yeah. So that brings you guys up to 67 split between the lot of you. So that's damn near 17 bounty per cat. And I think
Profit. Weird.
Mhm.
3 of you guys get 17, 1 would get 16 out of that. So you guys would figure out how to divide that up based on, I don't know. A lot of people do who's got the least expensive gear, or whatever.
I'll take the smallest one because I have.
I heard arm wrestling is a good way to break ties.
With a late,
Nope.
yeah.
No.
But yeah, so that was Red Markets. Questions, comments, suggestions. What do y'all think?
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
Not
that's
really-
great.
First time playing, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good fetch quest where we all started in a tavern.
Yep. Yes, it was.
And the guys cooperated to make it dramatic.
Yeah, it could have gone real bad. There were 7 of them. One had a light machine gun, one had a heavy sniper rifle, and the guy you were talking to was a market level force, so he would have been hard to bring down. So yeah, you guys would have had one hell of a fight if you had.
I
If you
punched
let them
him.
know if at all you were government. So they were all veterans,
Mhm.
military veterans of the YA tribe who didn't want to abandon their land when the
that
council decided to abandon ship from the casino with what was left of the tribe. They said, "Fuck that noise," and so they're basically gonna reform their own reservation.
No
That
doubt.
makes sense why they don't want to be, the like super kind of like we're off the grid kind of.
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least until they're ready to take on whatever comes their way, and that's why they've been pilfering government loads and stuff, and not really been interested in anybody knowing they're there, which is why they shot at the Kevednig, even though the Kevednig has an automatic cannon on its bow. Like, yeah, they don't want anybody coming near it.
I mean, on our next job, I might be able to feed them some useful information from Agent Lynch, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
future
Good.
things. Keep playing 3 different groups off against each other. 4.
That'll never go wrong.
5 different groups, I think.
Yeah, so for
Yeah.
those of you that listened to the Mavericks campaign, yeah, all 3 of these jobs were from the campaign that they didn't even bother finding or whatever. So yeah, you guys are all the first people to actually get to see these jobs.
Woo!
So yeah, like I said, if there's any critique for this one, I know obviously you didn't really get to see the other 2. Always appreciate it, but yeah, really glad. As always, love getting to do these things for you guys. We want to thank you guys for being Patreons with the podcast. We really love it. Appreciate you guys and helping keep Ross's lights on so we can all keep doing this stuff. It's great getting a run for you all.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing Red Markets. It's a great. I love the system. I love playing it.
No,
Right.
it
And,
is
you
genuinely
guys are
really
all
good.
great.
I'm
Yeah.
really, really honored Caleb let me write for it. Like, yeah.
It is nice to be on the other side of the Game Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, Dan, it feels like you usually are having to, carry the heavy load for these and run them and stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad you're able to show up and get to play today. Like, that was cool.
Yeah, and unlike Ross, you didn't kill my
Yeah, I
character.
run a lot.
Well, the dice
Well,
killed the character.
It seemed like you were playing pretty prudent, though. Whenever you're hitting your crit fails, you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do this.
Right.
we were a pretty cowardly lot, really. At the end of the day,
You mean
I
healthy.
Again, yeah, healthy.
Yeah,
I concur with that assessment. Healthy is good because you guys eating blight covered pipe bombs or if you'd have failed the check on those trip mines, it would have just unleashed the casualties on you guys at point blank range. Which, to you being Layton's, isn't the worst it could have been, but still, like that's always bad when you get casualties within a shamble of you. Which
Yeah,
is
it's just I didn't know what the risk was when I cut those lines.
exactly, yeah. And the card farm leg, I like that leg a lot. I've only seen it once before this, but yeah, when I rolled it, I was like, good, I like this one. Let's see how you guys handle it. And you guys would just we're going straight in. Let's just deal with it. And
Is the trailer like one of the standard ones or one you came up with?
no, it's a standard one as well. Yep.
I have not rolled that one yet. Weird.
Yeah, I've actually seen it 4 times. It's come up in several of my one shots and all of the campaigns I've run.
I mean, that sounds like the raccoon leg, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's always on about the raccoon leg, and I've seen it twice, and it's never been a problem. So, like, I don't understand the infamy of it, but like, I mean, I do because I hear RPPR fans and
one of the early legs of my game, they hit that and they saw the raccoon and they moved on with their lives.
Yep, exactly. That's
what next scenario was Meek.
I have no full context of what's going on here.
Okay, so in the Red Markets game book,
or 100 legs.
Yep, Caleb has written up 100 random legs that you can roll on if the market doesn't feel like making their own, which I'm kind of 50-50 on because there's a lot of good ones and it saves me time in generating. But some games need them. I actually just ran a play test for Adam and Laura, and I forget who else is writing their supplement that should be coming out hopefully sometime next year. And that one it was specifically the job was legs. Like there really wasn't a job site. So yeah, I made a bunch of custom legs for that one. To kind of like make that feel personal for what was going on.
But one of the legs has a raccoon in it, basically.
Yes, there's a leg with a raccoon on it, and you don't need to know anything else about it because if you're a player and you run into it, you should experience it firsthand.
That's true.
Okay, I will avoid it like the plague. Then I see what I did there.
I look forward to the new series on the podcast.
It's going to be good. It's good. It's Ross, Maddie, Aaron, and David.
Well, that sounds lovely.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good, and I hope you guys all love it. You guys have been real awesome about the Mavericks campaign. I'm glad those that listened to it enjoyed it. But this one's going to be all your RPPR goodness from the cast. They're just absolutely just trying to throw themselves at this thing. But they have a technical, so good times are had because they're driving around. It's not even a proper technical. It's a Dodge Avenger with a recoilless rifle retrofitted on the back of it.
This is fine.
Yeah. It's great.
This is up to OSHA spec.
All right. Night, guys. It was great playing. See you all later. Bye.
All right. Yep.
Right.
I will shut us down.